Squeaky. Do you want to repeat what you just said?
Do I really want to repeat what I just said?
Yeah. Do you want to repeat it?
For the audience.
No. What audience? You want to repeat what you fucking say it again? I'm kidding.
You want me to repeat what I said?
You do. You. Yeah. Yes, I do.
Okay. Alrighty. Hi guys, welcome to Fairy Tale.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Thunder Blue. We're here today, playing some Fairy Tale.
Oh.
Some Fairy Tale. Some Furry Tale.
Some furries.
We gotta play Furry Tale. This is
I love
our
Furry
Furry
Bait.
Tale.
I love Furry Bait, the game.
I mean, maybe.
I actually have books for Furry Bait, the game.
Hell yeah. Let's play that. What are we doing here? My dudes!
I'm gonna play some 7 Days to Die.
Hooray!
You ain't playing that shit while you're in this game!
Why not?
I got Katawa Crash in the background, boys. Let's go. Nobody knows what that is. I'm like the only person. Everyone else that's watching this show right now, Obama, nobody knows.
I don't know what Katawa Crash is.
Obama.
Please,
It's like Kitten
tell me.
Cannon, except terrible.
Gotcha. It's been like 2 weeks, guys.
Yes.
Yes.
It's been like 2 whole fucking weeks.
I know, right?
2
That's
whole
strange.
frackin' weeks.
Don't say freaking. We say say fuck. We curse in this house.
No, so 2 faduckin'.
It's not a word.
2 gosh darn dangling weeks.
See what
Good
you have to
skill,
do. What you have to do if you don't
like
want to say bad words, you say fuck, and then like you say duck, and then you edit it together, and then you put a bleeping sound in the middle. That's how people used to do it whenever they were doing like fan dubs and stuff.
Yeah, but they should really just curse.
Or you could go like, "Oh, you fuck," and then you go shucks, and then it's like the fucks, you know.
I thought they literally just said the word and then they censored it. Cause that's
Sometimes you worked with people who didn't want to actually even say things. I remember whenever I was doing, I think I was doing Mayor, and like one of the people I had doing voices for me, she was all like, "I don't want to curse," and I'm like, "All right, say fries, and then say duck." And then I just took it and spliced it together.
Trust me, it works all the time.
In the middle of here, problem solved.
I was gonna say maybe just have them say like fudge.
Well, they didn't do it. They didn't want to do anything. They didn't want to fucking even. They're like they were either like my family will get on to me for saying things, which is like okay, fine, that's fine, that's a fine thing. We'll just say fries and duck. That's fine. Or we'll say shingles. We'll say shingles and it
Fudge.
and stuff like that. We'll say whatever we wanted to say, and then like we splice together. Other people were like, I don't want to curse because it might hurt my future career.
Bitch.
What?
You're
And I'm
a
like,
fucking-
bitch, what?
If you can't curse, you're not getting the part.
What are you gonna work on? Fucking
If there's a sex
PBS?
scene, you better voice act that shit.
Yeah, Jesus
I would
Christ.
more than willing. I love the idea.
What are you trying to get your voice acting on? Dora the Explorer?
Hell yeah.
Hyford says there was a mayor. Yeah, I did a mayor parody. I did 4 episodes. 2 of them went down immediately. It was great.
Check the record, Jake. She's in high school now.
I did 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then fucking they took him down. Fucking Shogakukan. Me and Shogakukan have a fucking history. They also took down my Mega Man NT Warrior parody I did with me and Zero. Shogakukan's assholes. That's what they are. Hate you, Shogakukan. I think you're also responsible for the Digimon Tamer stuff. I fucking hate you.
Probably.
Either
This
way.
episode is sponsored by Shigaku-kan.
Hashtag not a sponsorship. Hashtag please sponsor us.
I remember in one of the episodes, specifically, I think episode 4, I did the whole thing of, I'm like, I don't own this type of thing in the very beginning. I said, is that fine, Shogaku-kan? Afterwards, and of course that one goes down because, I knew it was
Doesn't-
going to though. That's why I did it.
You know the funny thing is that it's funny that people think disclaimers work when they fucking don't.
They don't.
Sometimes
100% they don't.
About disclaimers, don't
100
waste your fucking time.
100% disclaimers do not work. Sometimes it's like, you know, you still want to do it because it's like at least you're showing that you're doing it. Like at least you're showing that you're trying or whatever, and like you can potentially dispute it. At least back then you could. I don't know about nowadays though.
No, it never. Held
Look at
any
all
weight
the
in
blue
either-
shames in chat. There's so
never
many
held-
of them.
It never held any weight, and it still doesn't. That's why when I like do see something and it's like the following is vamp-based parody, bitch, I know. Like I know. They
Oh,
don't
you know what's really special, Squeaky?
Huh?
Whenever you have the disclaimer in the front of your videos, and then you get comments telling people, saying to people, "This isn't even the real Mare dub,"
Ha.
Fuck.
and I'm like, "You are the fucking specialist person in the fucking world."
You are the
Man.
most
Like
homeschooled kid, aren't you?
We have an award for you. It's called a helmet.
Like, oh my god, you fucking shut in. Leave me alone.
They're like, this isn't the real Mare dub. He doesn't say that, and I'm like, yeah.
That's the point. Fucking neat.
What
Get
part
out of
of
here.
Mm.
That's more than a neat. That's more like.
I've got so many
fucking-
I got so many
Mama
more
Holmes
special
14 cents worth
comments
of rape.
on the fucking Mare episodes than I got in anything, because people apparently just really like looking up the episodes of Mare, because I think they leaked at one point like an entire like thing of them did, and like they went on YouTube for like ever and a bunch of stuff like that, and like I guess that like just drove a lot of people to go to YouTube to watch Mare or something. I don't know. It was weird, but that one in particular just had so many fucking stupid people in the comments.
Yeah, people just need to not be shit stains.
1 and 3 are still up. If anybody wants to go look through those comments and just have a blast.
Have fun.
Either way,
Oh.
with all that being said, who here remembers what happened last time? I'd say that Anthony probably remembers.
I'll do you one better. Who here remembers what we do before all that shit?
You want to roll your fucking dice? What we got? 18 on the I'm fucked-o-meter.
That is a 90% chance of shit.
So Anthony, what happened last time? Better have your Sekiro bullshit turned off so you can say.
It is absolutely off. I'm not death blowing someone right now.
I will.
Oh.
I will actually.
a
I
death
will
blow
actually
sounds like
kill
a-
Wilhelm.
A death blow
It's
sounds like
alright. That was turned off. I turned on Darkest
That
Dungeon.
sounds like a blowjob that's so good it kills you.
Why do they die?
Because it just sends them to heaven. They don't need anything else anymore.
I'm not giving a death blow right now.
Anyway, it's been 2 weeks. I don't remember.
Alright, I'm gonna help my boy here because he's stuck
Go
and we
ahead.
can't fucking progress without him.
Go ahead.
Wilhelm,
I am here.
What the fuck
Good.
was that?
what was that, by the way?
What was that noise?
What noise?
I'm gonna kill Wilhelm
That too.
if I fucking hear any video game bullshit, or if I hear you say anything about a video game, or if I ask you and it takes you like a minute to respond to me, I'm killing Wilhelm.
That was
Kill
not
all
him
of
though.
I turn on a Sekiro
That
video.
wasn't-
Blast
that
into my
wasn't-
mic.
That didn't
Hold
come
on.
from
Let
him,
me
though.
put on
I didn't-
Katawa Crash's
That was.
music.
I didn't do anything.
That
That wasn't
him.
me.
Good.
Yeah.
Actual, dude, Wilhelm, that's actually an accurate recap. Thank you. Alright. That is a 100% accurate representation of everything you did 2 weeks ago. Now,
It wasn't me, guys.
All
you
right,
just gave us recap. We're good.
all right, Tristan. What happened 2 weeks ago?
They just gave us recap, dude. I fucked Worm. And then I didn't. Now we're here.
This-
Also, like half the guild almost got arrested because they didn't fucking invite me to disarm the bomb they put in front of themselves and lit and destroyed all of the potential wires that could disarm it.
Does anybody have any idea what happened 2 weeks ago?
Okay.
So, from what I remember,
There you go.
from what I can remember, and I only remember 3 key things.
Okay, that's more than everybody else has said so far.
We started the game.
What?
We started last game talking. Shomaru went with Shitnado, and they talked about the book, and they talked about book stuff. And Shomaru
Bukake.
showed an interest in wanting to learn more about book stuff and helping Book Girl, and she was shit was like, yeah, you do that, dog. Then Anwin, Landon, and someone else, if there was someone else, found that fire.
The
goblet
first thing you had said was on the floor below, and then Amwin, Landon, and Shomaru, which is a different at a different time, was doing this.
So yeah, at that time they were looking at this fire thingy and they were sticking their heads in it, and then they found the worm.
Except one person did, because they would have exploded if they did.
Yeah,
Because that's
So
actual
they
fire.
but they found the fire worm, and the worm was like, "Fuck, I'm a worm. Let go of me. I ain't do nothing." And Landon was like, "No." But then I think he let it go. I can't remember that part. I just remember the worm.
We threw it in the fridge.
You guys did something with it, dude. And then Quince was like, I gotta talk to Starla. And he went out and he was like, I wanna talk to Starla. Starla, can you give them, I wanna talk to you. But Starla was talking to the guards, and the guards were like, freaking, we need to check this place. And Starla was like, no, everything's fine, guys. It's just a tower. It's just a tower. Fuck off, man. Fine. And Quince was like, yeah, it's just a tower with a dragon.
Can you repeat that last part, sir?
And then they're like, can you repeat that? And he was like, oh, it's okay. I can deal with the dragon. And they didn't believe him. So then Starla was like, because Priscilla was there too, was like, man, Priscilla, he's not talking about anything, right? They're not even high rank mages. And she's like, is A rank not good anymore? And she was like, fuck my life. And then,
Why did it have to be this one?
and then, she was like, man, Priscilla, honey, can you please go get Wilhelm to clean up this fucking mess? Because I cannot. And she was like, okay. And then she ran, and then she went and got Wilhelm, and Wilhelm was like, okay, Priscilla, what's up? And Priscilla was like, frickin', hey, Wilhelm, we fucked up, and she's about to get arrested for some reason. Can you come help and clean up the mess? And he was like, God fucking damn it, why me? And we brought him here, and he had a little arrowhead, and he made a guy go poof. It's not this guy, but we're gonna pretend. We're gonna pretend. And he was like, oh man, I'm a prince, and I can, you don't want to go in here, everything is fine. And they were like, yeah, sure, whatever. And they did that, and then they left, and Starla was like, Quince, you almost got me fucking arrested, can you please not do that again? And he was like, sure, but can they get rank up quests or something, or get rank ups? And she was like, fucking do this thing for us first, and then maybe I'll think about it, you buttholes. And she was like, all like, okay. And then we all got together. Fuck off, Felicity. We all got together, and we were all like, man, we have these 3 options that we should do. They're all important, and we should all get together and do that. And somebody, maybe it was Wilhelm, he's smarter, was like, fucking, where's Wilhelm? Wilhelm was like, freaking, we need to choose these things. Some things need to take priority and some things can wait. We're gonna choose one, but we're also gonna freaking bring other people that we need, and we have some time so we can go get stuff. So don't be stupid. Be back at this place by a certain time so that we can do the thing. And everybody said okay, and game ended.
All right.
That's all I remember.
There was some things that were weird in there, but you know we can run with them. We can go with them.
This has a lot of imitation crab in it. Holy crap!
Am I the only one who remembers the part where everybody took off their shirts and started having a party?
No,
What shirt?
that did not happen.
You took off your skin, Wilhelm. It was
Oh
very-
yes, I remembered that.
So at one point, at the very end, Quince had gathered everybody, at least the 3 of you plus Shomaru, together to explain what all was going on. You guys chose to go on the Magic Council mission, which is not going to be. You guys aren't going to be leaving for that until probably the next day. As you guys were explaining everything to each other and figuring everything out, I also before we move on, for those of you who have not seen it yet, those of you here in the chat, which is to say my players, there is no, there's not. Where the hell is it at? I was gonna say there was something pinned in the fairy tale chat, but there is not. So I was wrong. But I'm gonna find it. There is a thing in the fairy tale chat that is about dark guilds that you guys know about. I'm going to jump to it and I'm going to pin it real quick so you guys can see it. Just so that we do know that, just so that you guys know like what all you guys have and what you guys know about things. So at the moment I'm just going to, I was gonna pin it and you just did.
Yeah, I found it before you did.
I was right on it.
She's doing your job better than you are.
Speaking of which, who did the job? Speaking of which, who did the job today? Oh, not Emerald. Got it. But yes, that is all the information you guys know about dark guilds right now. I know that there was a bit of confusion last game, so I wanted to put it in there. It's now pinned in the chat for those of you who want to see it. But as you guys were leaving, there was an ending cutscene that happened in that last game. The ending cutscene for the last game showed a carriage coming from Hosenka that seemed to have a couple of people inside of it that you guys do know about. There was Madam and Jet was inside of the carriage. There was not a crown, I don't believe. I think it was just Madam and Jet. And there was also another person that whenever they went by Starla looked at the carriage, noticed something about the carriage. Her eyes went wide and then ran after them, just as the carriage, which has been coming to you guys for the past 2 games, finally got in front of the tower. With that being said, guys, you guys had just figured out what you guys want to do. You have a little bit to decide who all is going to be coming with you and who all is going to be not coming with you. You guys do know the more people you ask to come with you, the more you guys have to limit what you're going to be getting, like all of your like bonuses and whatnot. I will say that for the sake of those of you who have retainers, your retainers will not count against you guys for bringing. So of course, you know, if you guys bring a retainer, I'll just say that there's extra money and they get it. Whatever. So
I still have my rabbit.
I murder Wilhelm's retainer and take his money.
My retainer is my rabbit, so I want to make sure I still have my rabbit.
He's not your retainer, but you can definitely take your rabbit if you want.
I definitely want my rabbit. I love him.
There is
Blood brother.
one thing that we're gonna have to discuss after we've discussed this as well.
Mm-hmm.
But that's after this, so don't worry about it.
But you
As
guys
far-
have
actually,
you guys
I actually
have
just thought of something.
you guys have just got through talking about this. There is nothing right now that is stopping you guys from talking about anything else. Before anything happens, do you guys have anything else you guys want to talk about or want to say to each other? Also, you still have this, so I want me to just put that in your room, Landon?
Sure.
All right, your fountain of inspiration is in your room somewhere.
We fast forwarded past what Shomaru, Landon, and Anime were doing because we didn't have much time to get it done.
Yes.
Did we talk to the Oracle?
About the worm?
Yeah.
You have not talked to the Oracle about the worm yet. You can definitely go and talk to him about it, though. And again,
Okay.
because we fast forwarded, we could say that's what happened before this.
That's basically what I was gonna ask.
Boop.
I was gonna let him know about the flaming worm that we put into the ice place because we didn't know where to put the flaming worm,
It was making fire.
and if he has a means of containing it or like putting it in a spot that won't go all the hell over the place.
He mentioned you guys tell him about everything you saw. You told him about how the worm did eventually look like it is not on fire at the moment while inside the ice area. It seems to be melting some area out there. He tells you that it may end up being good if that worm can melt through the ice that's there. Potentially that would make that room usable again. So he seems to be perfectly fine with it. He could go and check on it as much as you guys want and make sure it doesn't go anywhere bad from there, or you guys can check on it as well. But he doesn't seem to have that much of a problem with it.
If he wants to keep an eye on it, then fucking right. So I'll leave it in his hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
He does not. I mean, he tells you that there wouldn't be any real way for him to capture it or anything anyway, because he would be too worried. He shows you his hands of ice. He's like, I don't want to touch it, because I have hands that are made of that.
What's the worst that could happen?
Crimson Wolf gave a tier 1 sub to Kevin. Nice job, my dude.
Hooray.
But yes, he doesn't really seem to have much else to say about that. However, he doesn't know what to really do for it. He seems very interested that there was some kind of worm or something inside the braziers. He actually asks Anwen if Anwen can go and check out the other ones in the area to see if she can find anything else. And she kindly goes, I can fucking put my head in things.
Okay.
Anwen seems to love having something to do. Because I'm a mage. I've been practicing, by the way.
Hooray.
Oh, good. You got your mage back.
I'm a mage.
Yeah, you did it.
So yeah.
Okay.
After that point, again, you would have probably been called over by Quince. That's probably around when that would have happened. You two would have been outside when that happened with Priscilla and Wilhelm. So I will say that will kind of get us all together. That will get to the point where we were last game. Is there anything you guys would like to chat about or talk about? Anything on your guys' mind before anything else happens while you still have the group here?
Not really. I gotta talk with the genie at some point, but I don't have to do it now.
I gotta give Yig head scratches.
I'll let them know about the flaming worm.
Actually, Wilhelm will turn to Landon, and Landon. Wilhelm pulls out that black ring. So, do you know what this thing does? I'm afraid to put it on.
Oh.
Oh, hey, you have one too.
Yeah, I woke up with it. So, what does it do?
Quince, you also have one of these.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh. I dig in my pocket and I pull it out.
Oh, great. We got a whole part.
Oh,
Yeah,
fucking
pardon.
fantastic.
Oh, wow, you all have something that matches. I want one. I want a match.
I don't know what this really is.
We should get some too. How'd you guys get it?
Remember when I fell down in the dungeon?
Remember when
How did
found
I
out
get?
and
How
died?
did I get it?
It seemed to have appeared in your guys' dreams.
Oh, it just appeared. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just appeared. It just appeared out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, basically.
As far as I know, I have not really had a major defect to wearing these.
No.
In fact, it's actually been beneficial.
By the way, Quince didn't say anything. he just pulled out the ring and
Yeah.
yeah,
Found him
that's
in
all
your
he said.
dream. So we
That's
just
it.
gotta dream about it really hard. Got it. Nods his head. He understands perfectly.
You
There
don't.
you go.
Well, Wilhelm will put it on. I guess this'll be fine.
You did it.
Yay.
Good job, buddy.
+1 concentration.
Happy
Hooray.
birthday.
Well, no, like I said last time, even if he wasn't wearing it, he still had that +1 concentration.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
I missed that part.
I know. I just wanted to ask about anything weird that Landon would know about this since he wears one.
I mean, someone's out to get me if I lose. If I lose.
What?
Yeah, I made a deal with the giant demon that if I ever lost, he would come and find me. Well, more importantly, he just kind of appeared out of nowhere during my transformation. It was actually really weird.
Something weird did happen with that ring, huh? Cool.
right
I haven't
after
watched it,
you
so I
put
haven't
it
seen it in a while.
right after you put it on, he fucking drops this.
You'll just look at his hand like,
May cause diarrhea.
just looks at his like, oh boy.
May cause death.
I mean,
May cause deatharea.
I mean,
That's
That's-
definitely diarrhea to those that don't
welcome
know.
to Oregon Trail, RP.
I had diarrhea, but now it's gone, Aria. What? Oh, I have gonorrhea now.
Whew. So, I mean, my dream involved something horrible trying to kill me. I think it was. I don't know. It was weird. All I know is I woke up with this. How about you, Quince?
What about Quince?
Or-
He's just kind of sitting there.
Ring, how'd you get it?
Oh. Found it in my dream.
He points to himself. Dream points to Quince. Dream points to Landon. Devil
Fucking ascendance into the next realm.
transformed from devil.
No, I wish the genie to transform me. I never asked this demon to transform me.
It's... How? What are you, Landon? How did you? What are you?
He's a mage!
Quiet, Edwin.
Me? I'm Landon. We've talked about that before.
Yeah, it's.
Quince, Shomaru,
I don't.
Yo.
both of you roll me for your instincts.
You realize that Landon is not actually real, and he fades away.
Damn it, who played I Am Alfaris?
I won't use a inspiration.
Also, by the way, Crimson Wolf, thank you for the Sets of Rice Heart gift sub you just did. Thank you.
Oh, I nat 20.
Ooh. Just dog power. Go. So what? You say you transformed. What do you mean by that?
You got a
I don't
2.
understand.
You got a nat 20. Shomaru,
Ow.
your little dog ears go up. Cause you hear a frantic call coming from outside the tower. Luckily, no one still hasn't closed the door.
I keep forgetting the shit. You think the gatekeeper would do his fucking job?
Let me go ahead and make that bell for you.
My job.
I
Ah,
bet that hurts your voice.
Anyway,
I
All
keep
you hear,
forgetting
all you hear in the background is.
Is that what I hear?
no.
Damn
You
skeleton.
hear someone frantically calling the name Quince. As you hear someone frantically calling the name Quince, you got a nat 20. You know exactly who it is. You hear a very alarmed, very frantic sound of the guildmaster calling out for Quince.
Ears perk up. It looks towards the door. Quince, the guildmaster's calling. He sounds scared.
Yes, he does sound
Doggo.
scared, doesn't he?
Doggo starts going towards the door.
I'm just gonna let you think about that for a second there. Okay. Quince just runs.
Does he sound scared, Jake?
Does he?
Shut the fuck up.
There we go. There we
Fine,
go.
Okay, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper to wake up.
There
Let me
you
take my
go.
midday siesta.
There you go.
Quince, you start going after Shomaru.
Yes.
Anybody else wanting to go after Shomaru?
I'll tag along. Fuck it.
Did Shomer say something?
Shomaru just told Quince that the guildmaster was calling out his name, sounding scared.
If it sounds frantic, then I'd be happy to tag along.
I thought you couldn't hear it.
That's just what
We're- we're-
Shomaru has called out. Said
okay.
he said that she
Yeah.
sounded scared.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, no.
not
Because
again.
all right, yeah. I just wanted to make sure that Shomer did in fact say it.
You want to go with Wilhelm?
Yeah.
You guys run off into the main room. You don't see anything. However, you hear Shomaru. You hear it a little bit louder now. The others can hear a very slight whine in the air, but not able to completely get it. Quince, because you were told about this, your Dragon Slayer extra good hearing does let you pick up the name Quince in the air as someone is calling out to you. Shomaru, you hear it coming from outside. In particular,
Shomer is going straight towards it. He will lead the way with his little heifer ears. The ears now have noses.
Ears now have hippers.
the ears are hiffers.
So do the paws. His eyes have hippers. And they're
Shomer
hippers
has
within
a second.
hippers.
Shomuru's gonna
has a
He's
second.
ascended
Shomuru's
to the
gonna
ultimate
continue to go
hipper.
out. Shomuru's
Shomuru's
gonna
going straight.
Okay. Shomaru, as you go out, I'm guessing everybody else follows.
Yeah.
Shomaru.
Actually, I stopped to get a Subway.
That's fine.
No, I'm gonna keep going.
You make your way outside of the guild hall. You make your way outside of the guild hall, Shomaru. As you do, you notice that there is a unnatural darkness over the area. And by unnatural darkness, I mean, Shomaru, it's like noon, if not like a little bit after. It's like maybe like 2 or 3 o'clock. It's not that, it shouldn't be this dark.
It shouldn't be nighttime.
It should not be nighttime. You look up, as you
Maybe
notice, you don't see
storm.
night. You don't see night. You don't see moon. You see dark. You just see like a smog over the area. You look off to
Man.
the right. You don't see like darkness or like nighttime light hitting the ground. After a certain point, you just see dark. You just see dark. As you look forward, you hear the calling for Quince coming a little bit away from the tower.
Shomer will follow his ears.
I fucking hate the Nocturne ult.
Shomaru keeps on running after you guys get out of the guild hall. As Shomaru keeps running, Quince, you hear the sound of the guildmaster a little bit further away from the tower. Do you follow Shomaru?
I'm not gonna lie, Quince is getting a little bit nervous now. He questions, like, I really hope it's the master, but he also doesn't want to let Shomaru go because he's a pupper, so he's gonna run.
You guys run to a certain point until you see in front of you, Shomaru, that area where you said, again, I said like after a certain point all you saw was darkness. You caught up with that. In front of you there is only darkness.
I cast magic missile.
You hear the sound coming from the darkness,
Fuck you, that's a
Shomaru.
classic.
It is.
Shomer looks left. It's like if I look back, Shomer like looks back. He still can see to the tower, right?
Yes.
Shomer will wait to see if anyone's following him.
It's almost like the tower itself is anti-magical and can't be fucking affected by it.
It's almost like we have a bunker.
Yeah.
Shomer will wait for people to catch up, and then he's gonna go
Quince,
into the dark.
Quince has caught up to you. Are you guys running to Shomaru?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Wilhelm.
I almost want to. Well, just looks at everyone. Should we go through? She's out there, right?
Yes.
You want to go in, Shomaru?
Yeah, unless anybody has a plan to suggest, Shomer is just gonna follow his ears.
I will say, Shomaru,
have
this does
nothing.
not smell demonic or anything of the sort. This is probably definitely magic. You want to go inside?
Here. Doggo advance.
Doggo has advanced into the darkness. Who was going into the darkness with Doggo?
I'll go in.
Yeah, he went in.
Priscilla?
Yeah, I'm going in.
Quince?
Uh-huh.
Yig? I must follow my blood brother.
And
Also,
that's right.
my master is holding me.
You don't have a choice.
You guys make your way into the darkness. As you do, Shomaru,
Oh,
as soon as you get into the darkness, you are the only one who I want to make a roll for me. Shomaru, could you please give me a awareness roll?
awareness. You know, this is worth it. Not getting lost in the darkness forever is absolutely worth 2 inspiration. 14, 18, 22.
Shomaru, with that 22, I will say, Upon going in, you look back toward the area you came in from, because immediately the sound of the guildmaster yelling is overtaken by some sort of weird, strange sound of this place. You look back and you see that Priscilla, Landon, and Wilhelm all seem to wander off in different directions in this place. They didn't seem to go forward where you went. You see that Quince is still going off in this direction. However, as you stopped to look around, Quince did not. He just kept going. Shomaru, who you going with?
For the record, for my ears, is Quinn still walking in the direction I heard her last?
Yes.
And they're all walking in absolutely different directions.
As soon as they seemed to enter, everyone seemed to almost just split up immediately.
I'm a small thing. I do not have the speed to stop all of them. Priscilla it is.
Good choice.
Stop her from wandering off and just start, like, tugging on her.
Okay.
Like, this way, this way.
Wilhelm and Landon.
Yeah.
Hi.
You guys go forward. As you do, you guys immediately stop hearing the footsteps of your friends, or you stop hearing the calling of the guildmaster. You went forward, and then after a little bit, you just started thinking, what are you doing? Where are the others? As soon as you guys start thinking this, your guild seals both seem to shine. As soon as they shine, you guys look around. You're not sure where you guys went, but you're not sure where the others are. As soon as you begin to look around each other, Landon and Wilhelm, you guys notice what appears to be a shine of purple going off to the north for Wilhelm and the south for Landon. Almost like they're raining together. Anyway.
Huh.
Well, gotta trust the seal knows something, and purple is our color. So, we'll head towards the purple light.
Landon, you hear footsteps coming to you as you look off. From the area where you saw the purple light, you see somebody step through the darkness as you see Wilhelm.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, hey.
Where's everyone else?
I'm assuming that this black mist or blackness of dark blackness split us the hell up.
The two of you look down as you do notice that you guys are along a road right now.
What the hell? Was there a road leading to the tower this whole time?
There was a path. That's what you had came here on your carriages before were.
We could probably just follow the path. Can we see the tower still, or is that gone now?
The tower you cannot see. However, you guys have a sense of how far you went in and a sense of which direction you went in, so you can kind of tell that the tower is behind you. You can make it back. You feel like.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that.
Especially Wilhelm, who's been connected to the tower before. It's pretty easy to find the tower. You feel.
Cool. Thought occurs.
Mm-hmm.
I shut the door. Can I reach it? Can I do that from here?
You cannot.
Thought of course. I shut the door. Using my magic hand.
I'm outside my Wi-Fi range. Son of a bitch. Damn it! We have
Closing
terrible
the
service.
goddamn door.
For being a tower, this is terrible service.
You're just out of data, dude.
Let
I
me
know a
A
in.
lot more.
Let me in.
Do you guys want to follow the path you're on?
Sure.
Hopefully we'll be able to find the others with that purple light thing.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
You guys begin to follow the path that you're on. As you guys do, you notice that something seems to come into view off in the distance. A bit of a shadow or a figure in the darkness. As you look forward, you guys find what appears to be a carriage.
Is it empty?
You want to check?
Yeah. I'll go investigate it.
Sure.
You head over to the carriage. As you do, you notice that the carriage is, it seems to be it seems to be shut. Like there is a door to this carriage. This is a fancier carriage than you guys are used to. I'd like both of you to roll me for your awareness. However, upon looking at this carriage, I wouldn't waste inspiration. Just letting you know.
13.
And I technically not have a plus to my prowess because prowess technically doesn't exist right now. So
Your prowess will be back by the night.
Bro, what?
8 plus 2 is 10.
Okay. You look around. You're not really getting too big of a thing from it. However, as you go to open the door, you do notice that it is not empty.
Mm.
Boop. You look inside as you see that there is a clear, like area inside that is not covered in that darkness. The area that is around Jet is not covered in darkness at all. As you see that Jet and Madam appear to be sitting in this carriage. Madam like right on him, like fucking like right, like she's like hugging basically on him. And as soon as you guys open the door, the two of them kind of jump, but again, like it's just they appear to be there, and he's just like he pushes her away.
She disappears. We don't see her anymore.
He pushes her off of him. He's just like, you guys, you're here.
Yeah. What's
Hi,
happening?
again.
Also, hi, yes.
What's happening? Well, I guess first off, let's go to Priscilla and Shomer.
Yeah. I was like, the fuck is this? And he was like, well, let me tell you.
Let me
Next
tell
up-
you a
Later.
tale.
I
Pris-
can't
And
wait
that's
to
the
tell
whole story. What do you mean that's the whole story? You stared at us for 5 hours and then just said that's the whole story.
I can't wait to tell Chester about all the times I've almost died.
Priscilla,
I'll be right back.
you step through the darkness, and as you do, eventually your guild seal begins to shine, and you kind of like shake your head, coming to your own coming to on your own. You look over toward where Shomaru is, as Shomaru's guild seal does shine as well. But Shomaru, you were already kind of fine, so you trot up to Priscilla.
You're going the wrong way. Why'd you go this way?
Weren't we supposed to follow you, Shomaru?
Yeah, but then you all started walking in different directions, and I was like, I'm just a small dog. I don't have the time or, like upper body strength to stop all of you from walking in different directions. So I ran after you.
I kept trying to follow you and the sounds you were making. I thought you were going that way.
No, we're supposed to go this way.
Well, now where are we?
Oh, we
Shomaru,
should go that way now.
Shomaru, with your 20 heifer, you smell something familiar nearby.
What do I smell?
You smell the guildmaster.
Oh, I smell Guildmaster. That way. Let's go that way.
Oh, okay.
Who just left her socks out in the middle of the field? That's just rude.
Hey, Shomaru. Maybe so we don't lose each other again, I should make you big.
I mean, yeah, that could work. And then if you start walking off in a random direction, I can just pick you up and bring you in the right one.
Well, I wouldn't go anywhere if I'm on your back.
That's true.
And then make Shomer big.
All right.
Ride Shomer off into the sunset.
At 3.
Yeah.
Listen, it's dark. For all I know, it's been 10 years.
Boop.
The moment you take away sunlight, I lose all sense of time.
Shomaru turns into a gigantic dog, and you just seem to, because you are in such a close proximity to him, you just appear along his back.
Yeah.
As this seems to happen, Shomaru, you start leaping, bounding over toward where you smell the guildmaster. As you do, you find yourself going over to an area just off the beaten path. As you look over toward this seemingly like this rock area, as you see what appears to be a guildmaster. She seemingly is tied up with rope.
Oh no. Let's untie her.
As you look that she is tied up with rope, you see that there is some kind of a sock stuffed in her mouth.
Let's.
Maybe you can use maybe you can use your claws to break the rope. And then she can take the sock out herself. We don't know
Stab
what
the
that's
guild master.
Shomer is just gonna start.
She's just
clawing.
violently wiggling at you guys like.
Shomer is gonna start untying her with teeth and claw.
Just start just pawing at the ropes to break them.
Shomaru, you bring your mouth and claws and stuff down as you start trying to get the guild master free. As you do, you are able. She seems to be wiggling away from you a bit because she doesn't trust your gigantic claws to like cut very precisely, and she's like just like wiggling around. Eventually, she wiggles around enough that you do get one of the ropes that was over the sock in her mouth as she spits it out. As she spits it out, she looks back up to you. She's like, "Come on, hurry up!"
I'm trying. I'm going as fast as I can. Are you okay?
That bit. Okay, and now we're in that.
Okay.
So Quince,
Yeah.
eventually you make your way down the road, and your guild seal seems to flash. As it does, you become aware that you were going off in a direction that you didn't really know where you were going. You look around and you realize you've left behind all of your friends except for Yig, who you're carrying. Yig's guild seal also flashes, as we notice now that Yig has a guild seal.
Goddamn right he has got to get his guild seal. Good Yig. Good Yig. You are a member of Phantom Lord now.
Yes, my master.
What am I saying? You've always been a member of Phantom Lord.
I
I'm
mean,
very happy for that, my master.
he came out of Starla's hat, so by all rights, he is.
Yeah. That's why I just corrected myself.
As you were stepping
Gesundheit.
through the area, Quince, you begin looking around, trying to find out what is exactly in the direction, because you know that this is still the direction that Shomaru was heading. This is still the direction that you heard the guildmaster yell. As you begin looking around, I'm gonna roll for Yig, because he is here.
Yeah, he is.
That's
Not
what
a
we all
damn
know.
thing happened.
Yig is a bunny.
There are 17 ninjas
Yeah.
poised around us.
Yes,
Quince.
he's a bunny, and he's a good bunny, so I scratch his head.
Quince,
Yes.
you notice that something is in front of you. There appears to be a figure in the darkness. As you see this figure in the darkness, it seems to just be standing a little bit like 8 feet in front of you.
I take one step towards it.
It's now 7 feet and a couple of steps away from you.
Okay, so it's not a mirror. Okay, cool. Let's see here. What do I got? Let's see here. Is there anything? Not really anything I can use. Try to discern. I mean, I guess I could make a whip and just kind of like, lightly, like slap it and see what's gonna happen, because I don't want to get near it. Not yet.
Nothing seems to change about it as you use any sort of magic. It doesn't even seem to move.
Okay. All right, I guess there isn't a whole lot I can do. The only thing I can do is throw caution to the wind and go to it, but whatever. I'll have to tread carefully.
You begin to tread carefully, making your way up toward the thing. It does not seem to move as you're making your way toward it. You are about 4 feet in front of it. As you look at it, it seems to have very strange features. It seems to be humanoid in shape, but it almost seems like lumpy. It almost seems like disproportionate.
Quinn says out loud, but not more like to himself. Like, he doesn't really think this thing is sentient at all. He's just kind of going like, "What are you?"
Does not respond.
Okay, good. It's not capable of speech. Or it doesn't seem to want to speak. But we'll just go with it's incapable of speech for the time being. I will attempt to touch it.
You go forward as you reach out toward it. As soon as you're about 2 feet away from it, you now see what it is.
Oh.
As you reach out toward it, it finally comes into view as you see a very poorly made scarecrow-looking thing of you.
I will not touch it.
It looks like you, but it has like a kissy face on it, and its eyes are looking off in 2 different directions, and it has a very cheap wig on it. There
Like
appears
those mock anime scarecrow
Yes.
things. Yeah. Okay.
As you look at it again, you're just kind of like looking like, what the fuck? You notice that there appears to be some sort of like a sticky note or something on the chest of it.
Can I read it?
If you want to get closer, you can.
Hang on. Let's see here. Do I have literally anything that I could use to try to prevent what I think is going to happen? I have literally nothing. They're all attacks. I don't really have any items. The only thing I can do is like keep my whip out and keep it at the ready, because I know it's like the fucking scrap iron scarecrow. Like, it's gonna fucking nuke you if you're not
But would
careful.
Quince know that?
Do you want to try to grab the note and read it?
Quince is cautious. Yeah, he will put Yig on his shoulder and grab the note.
You get within about a foot of it. You reach out and you take the small note from its chest. Nothing seems to happen as you brace yourself for a second, and then you just kind of look down at the note. As soon as you read the note, however, you feel something around you. The note says, "If you want to live, stab behind you with all your might."
I will fucking make my wood dragon axe.
You feel the presence of something looming behind you. You make your wood dragon axe with your hands. Go ahead and roll me an attack.
All right.
Is this all your might? Are you using all your might?
Am I using all might? Fucking lol. Hang on a sec. Let's see. I think he would, especially since what he's had to deal with in the past. So
Roll athletics.
yes. And now he's not pretending to be Landon anymore. So
Yeah.
13 plus 7.
That's an unnat 20. That's pretty good.
It's an unnatural 20.
As you go behind you, you bring out your axe. You swing it down. You see that in front of you there is a humanoid figure shrouded in the darkness. As you slam your wood dragon axe as hard as you can into this person, they almost appear to take it. As you see, they seem to puff out their chest. You strike them square in the chest with your wood dragon axe. You see blood spurt from where you hit. As you strike into this person, there is an audible grunt of pain coming from them. As this grunt of pain is let out, they seem to let out a very much as they get struck. You can now see them.
We got to show her Priscilla.
You are within about a foot or two of this person. As soon as you strike them, the darkness seems to dissipate around them a little bit. As you see them lift up their hand and put their hand on the wood dragon axe,
Okay, so it's not Priscilla.
they seem to look back. They seem to look up towards you, and they seem to have a smile on their face. As they do, you hear them say, "Well, this time I lived. Take that."
Great.
You see
we
a
have all
girl
three of them.
staring at you as she has a smile on her face, and you have just wood dragon axe chopped her in the chest.
What is this? Is like what, the third, fourth time I've sucked my wood in a girl?
It's the same girl.
Yeah. It counts as another time. It counts as a different time. It counts as a different time.
As this person stares up at you, she's just smiling. One of her eyes is closed out of what seems to be like a wince of pain, but she seems to be like, she seems to have a smile on her face. With all my training, I can live through something like this easily.
Oh, Quince is terrified. He's horrified. Like, no.
Do you pull out?
Fuck off. You knew exactly what you were saying. You know exactly. You son of a bitch. I don't know what chat's saying right now, but I'm sure it's something snarky. God damn it. God damn it. Yes, he pulls out. Fuck off.
Your wood dragon axe seems to dissipate as you jerk your hand back, like, oh crap, I just chopped her again.
Oh god. Oh,
as she
God.
seems to stand and wobble for a second and just kind of like put her hand over her chest, she seems to like
Yeah.
look up at you.
Yeah,
Nice one.
He grabs her just to be like,
Ah!
please don't. Like I don't know. He doesn't know if she's gonna fall or anything. He's just like, oh god, please no, I don't want to kill him. I want to kill him.
You grab at her to try to stop her from falling. She looks at you. She's like, "What are you doing? You know this is nothing to me. Remember, Quince, you can't kill me."
We didn't know that for sure.
Whenever I was a kid, something like that was able to take me down, but not anymore. Sorry about that. I really wanted to see you go all out again. I didn't want to ask you to do it and you hold back on me, you know?
Give me a minute. I just had a minor heart attack.
as you were like standing there just like holding her, making sure she doesn't fall over, you look at her as again you have axed her in the chest. Now that the axe is gone, you actually see the wound begin to close upon looking at her. Just like you did whenever you pulled the wood out the last time. I'm kidding.
Speaking of lewd, it's not gonna get lewd, is it?
Nah, it's fine.
Okay. I axed her like in between her chest, so it's not gonna be like nip slip cam.
Nah, there's no nip slipping.
Fucking.
She has a lot of clothes on. It's fine.
All right, cool. Yeah. Okay. Well, what are you doing here?
I got done with my mission, and then I went back to the guild, and well, it wasn't there. Well, I guess it was there, but you guys weren't. And these guys I met along the way said that you guys were over at this tower thing, so I picked them up
guys?
and we came back.
Well, what guys? Who?
It was a girl. She looked really pretty. And then there was a guy. He was kind of mean, kind of put offish.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Mm.
Only one of those people is likable.
It still stings a lot, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Again, I wanted to do this so that you wouldn't know it was me. If you would have knew it was me, you would have held back, and you know it. Especially after what happened when we were kids. Well, I guess when I was a kid. You're still the same.
Fair enough. How this whole place isn't like, is this whole place still a fucking dark
It is. It
Cloud.
seems like it seems like it is. It seems like it is definitely like disappearing as you guys are talking.
I'm just making sure of like what it is. All right. Is the weather starting to finally clear up?
She looks up. As she does, she seems to give a smile and look back at you. She's like, "Right, hold on." She seems to step back a little bit, kind of like with a bit of a wobble, but she seems to be all right. You still see blood. There's still blood there. That doesn't go away.
She probably fix that.
She reaches into her pocket and she seems to pull out some sort of a tiny wand looking thing. As she does, she seems to bring it up to her hands and break it in front of her.
You're a wizard, Harry.
As she breaks it, she snaps it in half. The blackness all around you begins to fade. As that happens, Wilhelm, Landon,
Yes.
you're like a little bit over here. Shomer, Priscilla, Starla, you're like right over here. You guys are close enough. All of you guys can see each other.
And thus the day was saved.
Thanks to the Lolly Slayer.
As all the darkness seems to almost immediately dissipate, you guys look over toward the center of the road, where you see what appears to be Quince standing in front of a very bloody girl with a scarecrow-looking Quince behind him.
Quinns, what have you been doing?
You all start walking in.
Let me out of here! I gotta strangle her!
Oh,
What
right,
the
yeah,
hell is
sorry.
that?
I'm feeling full of that. Here,
Starla's over there still tied up. She's looking over it. She's looking over at Nonali like, I'm gonna kill you!
Oh, that's where the guild master is.
He just kind
Yeah.
Quiz just kind of stares at her now, like, why did you do that to the guild master?
Because she wouldn't have let me do this to you.
Well,
She has a
Wilhelm
she has a
turns
humongous She's like, don't you dare!
I feel like that's obvious enough, but I don't know if
Yeah.
Landon would say it out loud.
Wilhelm will absolutely. He's like, that's not obvious.
So wait, is this her Quince doll?
I can't hear you. What? You're all muffled.
Oh wait, I'm still on. No, I'm not muted. How am I muffled?
You sounded a little muffled for a second.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
is
your
it better?
microphone lost quality.
Yeah.
Oh, my microphone itself disconnected. One sec.
Oh, okay.
Wilhelm turns to the two in the carriage and says, 1 second. He closes the door. All right.
It's like, why did you tie up and sock the guildmaster? 'Cause
That doesn't answer anything. That's like half an
She's
answer.
a prude.
That's like a third of an answer.
We both want the same guy. Obviously, that means blood war.
well, I only wanted him to see if I could finally live through his attack again. I'm kidding.
What?
So wait, is this a Quince doll?
Ha!
Yeah, I thought it looked really good, don't you think? Says the girl with blood trailing down her chest.
Do you need medical attention?
Why do you have a Quince doll?
Well, I made it
Why?
so I can have him hit me.
Why?
She points to her chest where there is an absence of a little bit of a little bit of cloth. Not like to where her boobs are showing or anything like that. But like you also see like blood going down.
So Wilhelm, I guess, is
From
making his
here,
way
it looks
over.
like she's wearing lots of belts.
I assume the two of us make our way over. It's like, do you need a doctor? You alright?
Nico,
Oh
Nico,
no,
look
she's
at,
immortal.
What's up?
look at the chat. That's what I think the Quince doll looks like, but with longer hair and a ponytail.
Let me see.
What's the chat saying? Oh, you mean the actual chat? Oh, you mean our chat? Not
Our
actual
chat, yeah.
Our chat. Lol.
I feel like that's what the Quince doll looks like.
But there's like a stick up his ass. Yeah.
there's a stick up its butt because it's a scarecrow and it's got longer hair.
It's like,
Why would I need medical attention? Nothing he could do could kill me anymore. I mean, he killed me.
Anymore.
I mean, he killed me once.
Why did you
you're the third one.
want to hit Quince?
I didn't want to hit Quince. I wanted him to hit me
Why did you want him to hit you?
because I wanted to see how far I've come.
Come
In
from
trying-
where?
Whenever I was a kid, whenever I met with Quince in the woods, he killed me. I wanted to see if I could live through that.
He
Quince,
killed you?
Quince, how could you?
It's fine.
There's
I
laws
got better.
against that.
There's more there's
There's
lot of
laws
context
against
mis-
that kind of thing,
Can
Quince.
someone with thumbs help me?
Let someone with thumbs help him.
No, we're not done yet.
It's just like there is a lot of context that is missing.
Quince, I understand. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna
Of
keep
course.
on tying her then.
She looks
You're
over.
the third
She
one.
looks over. She looks over to Wilhelm. She's like, "Oh, I'm immortal."
Yeah, I assumed so. You're the third.
We
You're the
killed
third
Master,
person.
then you can't kill her.
I'm gonna strangle her.
Why?
So,
Now that I know there's no immediate danger, I'm just gonna sit on the back of the carriage and watch them as they unfold their fucking.
Jet and
crazy
Madam just stick
stupidity.
their heads out of the carriage.
I'll look at them. I'll look back at the group.
This is what we call a lover's quarrel.
Right. So,
I'm going to murder her, and then
The-
she's gonna come back to life, and then I'm gonna murder her again.
Starla notwithstanding, hello, I'm Wilhelm Grimm. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, I'm Nonali E. Fiore.
I figured. You're your sisters.
She's like, sister?
Wait, another princess?
Yeah, there's like 3 of them now, Priscilla.
My
I
sisters?
thought no one could find them.
I know, right? Yeah, there's 2.
We
yeah,
haven't had too much trouble with that.
yeah, 2
I'm starting to regret finding this one 10 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, and our new base over, our new guild hall over here. You motions to the tower.
Oh, I got a new friend. He shows her Yig.
Oh, it's one of Starla's little rabbit thingies.
It is precious. It's adorable. Look how fluffy he is.
She pets Yig.
He's a good Yig.
Is this cunt untied yet?
The utter disdain.
You get the ropes off of her. As you do, she seems to immediately get out of it and start running over toward Donnelly.
Fucking finally. Hey, I'm
Giant over
Quince's
just
friend
casually
too.
follows.
Fucking move. I'm Quince's friend too.
Starla runs up to Nonnally, and as soon as she gets up to Nonnally just puts her hand out and like stops Starla from getting to her.
Must like not having combat
Oh,
prowess.
and I guess Starla's like windmilling her, like ah.
Yes.
So, Nonnally, it's great. Nice to meet you.
You guys mentioned my sisters?
Yeah, I can't remember their actual names.
Hmm.
They go by pseudonyms,
Maybe
which shocks me that you don't.
maybe I shouldn't have came back then.
Why not?
Starla like stops windmilling. She just pushes Starla off. Like you get off. Starla stumbles. She rubs her face where her hand was. Well, we took this one in about 10 years ago, and she doesn't want to go to her family for some reason.
Yeah, all of you seem to just vanish out of thin air, and a lot of people are confused.
Well, I know that they all vanished recently, but I left a long time ago.
Fair enough, I suppose, but still, any ideas why they all up and left?
I thought they were all dead.
Apparently, so did a lot of people.
Yeah.
So much so that now your cousin has been decided to be the next heir.
I have a cousin?
His name's Roma. He's awesome.
Well, that doesn't really have anything to do with me. I was told I couldn't succeed the throne anyway.
Why not?
Because I'm immortal.
That sounds like the perfect person to rule a kingdom.
That sounds like a bad Elder Scrolls
Well,
game in the
actually,
making.
Wilhelm, what if she sucks?
Yeah, what if
she
I
has-
suck?
You have
And
literally.
she has forever to get better.
I was about to say, yeah.
Or the other way.
But what if she doesn't even want to?
Well, then she doesn't have to.
Well, I did whenever I was younger, but I don't really want to anymore.
Well, I'd say, you know.
And now
you're-
you're a Phantom
it's just-
Lord wizard.
Then
Congrats.
how did you become immortal?
Well, everyone in our family are born with some weird trait amongst ourselves, and mine was, well, I can't die for some reason.
That
Well, I
seems like
mean,
you got the
I
luck-
guess
that
that's-
seems pretty lucky.
I guess that's a bad way to say it. I can die, I just get better.
Huh. Do you grow older or no?
She looks over at Quince. Quince, do I
Clearly.
grow older?
Yes. Though I don't know what her timetable would be. Whether she would look the same in 1,000 years, or whether she would look like a crumply old lady, I have no clue.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that sounds kind of
like it
horrible.
sucks.
Like you get so old that you can't even walk anymore, or
Yeah,
go to the
I'm not
bathroom
sure.
by yourself.
I'm not sure what'll happen whenever I get
Well,
older.
that's what you do.
Maybe I could still die of old age. I don't know.
That's really sad, Priscilla.
I
Also,
would
this
like-
giant dog just plops down next to her and starts sniffing.
She just looks at Shomaru. She just kind of like sticks her hand out, almost as if she doesn't give a fuck. Shomaru, it's like she doesn't really seem to be too surprised at you, as she
Maybe
as
she
she pets
doesn't-
you.
Because she can't fucking die even if you do something. Anyway, you're saying Priscilla?
Well, if she lived forever and she found her true love and he didn't live forever and he died, what is she supposed to do?
Yeah, what
I
am I
mean-
supposed to
Not like
do?
it's not like she can kill herself.
Well, love is a fickle thing, Priscilla. Anyway,
I heard it was complicated.
it's very.
I'm sorry I got all of you
Love
guys.
is very complicated.
Sorry I got all of you guys caught up in this. I just really wanted to make sure that Quince would hit me as hard as he could.
I mean, very few people I think would want things like that to happen, but okay.
Quince
I
is
guess
like
you're the person.
he's like a level for me, you know? I wanted to make sure that I could live. Like, whenever I was a kid and I got hit by him, I died instantly because he's a dragon slayer. My family has dragon blood, you know.
Yeah,
So
I figured.
I was just hoping to see that I could survive something like that now.
Well, now have you passed this level, what now?
She thinks. She looks back at you. You know, I hadn't really thought about it. I thought I was just gonna die.
You know, I didn't think I'd actually get it this far.
You know, speaking of
I think
which,
you did a good job.
Speaking of which, Starless, she hands over a small paper to her that seems to be one of the papers you guys would take down from the guild missions area. As she hands it over, she's just like, "And I only died twice."
What did you do?
She Starla looks it over. She looks back at her. She's like, "Oh, okay, nice." She seems legitimately surprised. Like, "Oh, wow. I thought
Well, what
I thought
happened?
you would come home before that."
What?
Sorry. Natalie here took on an S rank mission a couple of weeks back.
Why are you surprised she succeeded?
Well,
She
she's
gets
not
infinite
she's
tries.
not an S rank mage. I thought she would just come home. You were able
Yes.
to take it down? Yeah, it was fine. It was just a weird like spider golem thing. It was fine.
You found golems too.
Yeah, there was this place off by Magnolia. There was a humongous factory with like a bunch of golems and stuff in it. None of the wizards were there. I'm not sure if there was even any there to be there anymore, but at the very bottom of it there was this humongous spider that's been terrorizing a farm nearby. I found it and took it down.
Oh wow.
Nice.
I don't really think it should have been made an S rank mage an S rank mission though, to be honest. It wasn't
Shomer
it
be
wasn't
like,
that
"Oh,
important.
Wow. I mean,
I don't think it should have been an S rank mission though, to be honest. It wasn't that powerful. I mean, if someone like me could take it down.
you said you died twice.
Yeah.
No one else can do that.
That just means that 3 of me could have taken it down.
I guess, but
That's a fair way to look at it.
again, there's not 3 of you.
She motions to Quince. I think that if there was 3 Quinces, he probably could have taken it down without dying. And I don't know how you guys are, but I don't think that it would have taken a lot of people, to be honest. There was just a lot of them is all.
Oh well, you took care of it already, so maybe next time we find a factory.
Either way, she looks back over towards Shomaru and starts petting him. "Oh, when did you guys get one of these?"
Yes. Tail
what?
violently slaps in the ground.
Tomaru is my puppy.
He's
I
yours?
was in a box.
She starts like petting on him. He doesn't look like the other one.
Other one.
What?
You mean Miss Anwin?
That's her sister.
Oh,
I don't have a sister named Anwin.
She
No.
her name is Anime.
Oh, anime. Okay.
She's a
All right.
Balverine now.
Wait. Stop. There's more than one of me?
Well, yeah. She's like, kind of like looks at you. You didn't know?
No, I was in a box all my life. That I remember. I don't
Oh,
remember.
people were acting so natural around it. I thought you might have just been like a new craze or something.
No.
There was
When
this.
did you see another Shumaru?
There was this big old brown wolf thing. I thought it might have been something natural. I don't know. I don't keep up with trends.
Where was it?
Brown?
She looks at you. Where was it? It was around Magnolia whenever I was there, but I think it was leaving. It was it and a couple of mages and a few people. I don't know. She looks at you. It seemed to have a bunch of your features though. She more particular like goes up to your head and like rubs your forehead. And something like this.
Oh no.
What was it? Was it like a moon? Well, no, I have a moon. You said it's not a moon. Was it like a full moon?
Was it a sun or a star?
She's like putting her like she's like crossed her arms and like seems to be thinking.
Was it like fire?
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Just means.
But
there's
there was
more
something
you
there.
around.
Hmm.
Whatever it is, it
It's
isn't
weird
good.
though. I didn't know there was more than one of me.
Well, that thing of yore made a whole lot of you. You're just the only Shomaru.
Yeah, what did you guys call him again? The Dark Lord?
Don't. Yeah, him. It.
Listen, there's
I'm not
no
worried.
guards around. I'm comfortable saying this.
Yeah, that Dark Lord guy from forever ago.
Yeah, Dad.
Therians and all.
At this point, Nonali just kind of like looks back at you, looks over to Priscilla, just kind of like gives a shrug, like, I'm sorry, I would have asked more questions if I thought it was anything weird, but everyone else was just treating it as normal, so you would think that something like this would make a panic or something, but because everybody else around was just treating it normally, I thought it was just a thing.
Maybe people couldn't see it.
Oh, I mean, they were petting it.
I don't know then.
I thought it was really weird, to be honest, but she like motions over to her guild symbol as she raises up her hand. But this thing wasn't going off, so it wasn't any kind of illusion or anything.
Well, I mean, maybe it was a different kind of me, because, like, when I touch stuff, it gets all poisony and stuff. Maybe they don't do poisony stuff.
Maybe.
I mean, if they're not me, they shouldn't do poison, right?
It was doing something. She thinks back. I'm sorry. I can't really think.
It's okay, new friend.
She looks back over to Starla. She's just like, well, we should probably get on those people who made this S rank mission. I mean, even though it wasn't that hard, it probably is gonna pay well, right? Starla looks to her. She's just like, I haven't forgiven you.
I'm docking your pay. Fuck you.
So, I guess.
Perhaps we should continue this conversation at the guild then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pick
You-
up the Queen Star.
This is mine now. I'm gonna sleep with it.
Why are you picking that up?
Because it's all dirty now. It needs to get clean.
Nonali just shrugs. She's like, I'm not
Why
using
do
it
you
anymore.
want it, though?
I was gonna
Anymore?
give it to Starla if she wanted it.
Ha,
Starla's like, I don't want that.
man.
Why
Well,
would I
Totally
ever
don't
want
want it.
that?
Totally don't want it. I will
I
fucking
don't
kill
want-
Priscilla in her sleep to get it.
I don't want that. I don't want that. I have the real Quince now. I'm not fine.
Besides, it's all dirty and we have to put clothes on him. He's naked.
That's true.
Squid's just kind of like going.
Quince, how could you let your double be so shameless?
He's just kind of looking away. He's just kind of looking away, like.
For shame. Let's get
He's
to the
gonna walk
door.
into Priscilla's room one day and he's gonna be leaning on a chair.
Nonali walks over to the
Like, hey, baby.
Nonali walks over to the carriage, and as she does, she seems to pet something at the front of the carriage. You guys don't see anything at the front of the carriage. You guys don't see any sort of animal or anything that seemed to have been pulling them. But as she seems to go up to it, she seems to pet the carriage very lightly as the carriage starts going forward.
What?
As she seems to smile at it, the carriage as well as Jet and Madam, and I think Landon, if he's still hanging on to it, starts moving.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the back of it.
What is pulling the cart?
Wow.
Bye.
Is that automated? Is it invisible?
Bye. As the four of them just start going off.
No one can be bothered to give an answer when one asks it.
Starla looks over toward him. Looks over toward Quince. Don't you listen to a thing she says, all right? She's a liar. Okay, let's go back.
You know, Starla, the best option is usually the most direct one.
Grabs Wilhelm, drags him away.
You really should just be more honest about it, you know. It's almost painful. And I feel bad for you specifically.
Grabs Wilhelm, drags him away, not acknowledging him.
You can ignore me all you want, but you know it's the truth.
You can't ignore me. You can ignore me all you want, but you can't ignore the truth.
You just start thinking really hard, like, I know you can hear this. I know you can hear this, Starla. You can't run away from me in your You can't run away from me in my mind.
Shut up! I'm going to my room. The room where I can't hear anything.
Sure, I'm going to my room. I just hear like a door shut in my head. It's like, what?
Quince, do you wanna start heading back toward the area? You just freaking nearly killed a person again. But she seemed fine with it.
It was consensual.
It was consensual.
At least for her. I had no idea. Yeah, he's just gonna go like, I need to sit. And he's all the while he's just like petting Yig like, I need my comfort animal.
I need my
This
stress
is his
button.
PTSD animal. This is his fucking service animal.
What do you think he should wear?
Holds up Quince to all the Quins because I'm still here.
I don't really care. You can dress him in whatever you want.
Okay, let's
Alright,
go
let's
Quintu.
put him in a thong.
Let's go Quintu.
Fucking Quince in a thong. He is now sexy Quince.
Quintu.
What have I done?
He's called Quinsu.
Fucking
God
kill me.
damn, this kidding.
Kill
That's bullshit.
me.
All right, Quince, are you gonna head back too?
Yeah, he's just gonna.
Okay. As everybody begins to head back toward the guild hall, eventually you all make it back to the main room as our new friend Nonali just seems to walk right through. Both Madam and Jet go through. Landon, you go through. You guys wait for a bit as Wilhelm and Starla comes, and then eventually taking up the rear is Priscilla, Shomaru, and Quince. As you all show up, depending on who was there at the time, Madam seems to go up to everybody, and she seems to show that she has the muns.
Ooh, and social skills.
She got
Great.
them muns, man.
Before anything, Slam. Now you were saying about money.
Oh, of course. I was able to go back to the manor with that friend of yours who escorted me and Jet. He said he was staying in Hosenka, but I was able to find enough money to, well, meet your demands.
God, the 900,000 million trillion. I forget what number it was.
That wasn't what it was.
That's
wasn't.
around what it was.
That's not what it was at all.
But who's
I don't
counting?
know. I don't know how to count.
Well,
Now where's our 7 bajillion dollars?
That's
she
not
just
a number.
she just has like anime cry eyes, like.
Not a real number dictated by science.
I
yet.
wasn't able to get any of that, but I was able to get more than what I had said I was going to pay. I mean, especially since things turned out as well as they did. Yeah, it turned out turned out as well as it did. Yep, definitely.
It could have been infinitely worse, Jed. Be happy.
Is it too late to take him to jail?
I'm still a criminal.
This is true. We're working on it.
Mm.
And if you were
I
any
should have
better
asked-
at acting, you'd be a smooth criminal, you fat
I
fuck.
hope Debbie Downer gets concussion. I mean, what?
You know what? I should ask Roma to help pardon you. Dang it. I knew I forgot something before I threw him through the portal.
Mm.
Well, he's the king's nephew. I'll talk to him later. He'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Either way, I was able to gather around 200,000 jewel. If that was enough.
That's more than plenty.
That's spicy.
As she begins to dig through her bag, she pulls out little bags of jewel. As she hands one over to Landon, one over to Wilhelm, one over to Quince, and one over to Priscilla. as each of them seem to have around 40,000 jewel inside.
Yay!
Ching.
Shomaru looks deep into her eyes for his payment of head pats.
Pat, 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 pat.
Yes!
We have to make sure Let
Pat,
gets
pat,
his
pat, 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 pat,
Yes!
pat.
Shomaru flops. Yes!
As she does that, she looks to the last little bag she has. Where is Rex at?
Ah.
Who?
he-
I'm sorry, it was too easy. It was too easy.
Fucking here.
Who is that? It's just the 5 of us, not Diviet. I'm kidding.
You mean Chester?
Did Let get his payment?
Did I say 200,000? I'm at 240,000, so I can give some to Let.
Exactly. That's what I thought. I don't.
Perfect.
Where has that little scamp been?
He's indisposed. I'll get him his share.
As she seems to look off to Starla, Starla goes forward. She's like, "Well, I can make sure that everybody else gets their pay. Of course, and here's the guild submission as well. Thank you very much." As she hands 3 bags over toward Starla. Starla takes one and pockets them. She takes the other 2 and she puts them over on one of the tables for Let and Rex to come and get them at a later time.
Pleasure doing business, I suppose. You still have to take care of the whole criminal thing, but
I don't
soon enough.
I don't suppose. She's like starts looking around at you guys. She's like, I don't suppose that. I mean, perhaps I could ask you all to do something for me in the future.
Depends. What do you have in mind?
Well, nothing right now. It's just I just was hoping that we could have a good relationship. Is all.
I don't see why not.
No,
Well.
slams door, takes money.
Are you trying to pimp us?
I know that I was a little bit late with the payments, and I'm really sorry. But it just happened so fast, and well, I hope that from now on I'll be able to be a lot more punctual with it. I'm thinking about getting rid of the home up in the mountains. There's not really a lot of reason for me to have all of that much room, you know. So I was hoping perhaps I could get a place in Hosenka that's a little bit smaller, somewhere near the outskirts, so I could potentially have Jet there as well, and Felicity, of course, if she wishes to come.
Where is she at? She's probably still recovering.
You guys later in a bed.
Right. Felicity, she'll give her answer soon enough. She's just in a bit of a recovery state. It'll be fine.
As long as all of you don't, well, I'm sorry that everything turned out as violent and strange as it did, but I'm very appreciative of all of you. Thank you very much. She seems to give a low bow.
No, that's fine. I'm good at violence.
He'll bow in return. It was not that big a deal, honestly. I mean, we got this amazing tower out of it, too, so I think it was worth the trouble.
You didn't really have to give us any extra for the guild. I mean, this tower was perfect enough with you signing over the rights to it and all. I just felt like it was something I should do. Especially since it turned out to be a lot more dangerous than we had thought. But thank you very much.
He has no idea how dangerous this tower is.
As she handed out all the money to you guys, you have technically finally completed your first mission.
Holy fuck! How long has it been?
Shit,
Like
that only
8
took
months?
forever.
I mean, you already got your stat ups for that mission and everything, but hey, you have your money now.
Finally, I can go and finally buy my first pair of real shoes.
Yay!
Mommy, I'm a real boy now. I completed my first mission.
Me win, me help.
Whichever mods are out there, be sure to get people for spamming Big Gay Dad. Anyway.
Anywho. It's appreciated all the same, madam. Jet. I promise I'll get the whole criminal thing taken care of.
Whatever.
You're welcome.
Pet Shomaru.
I think you owe him a punch, dude.
Now scratch my chin.
You sit this
Like a-
Quinn say
No, Quince doesn't say that, but I personally think that you owe him a punch.
Oh,
Because
don't worry. I'm collecting interest
Hey,
on
new
that.
guy. Did you know where the Phantom
It'll come.
Ryuji.
It'll come. I'm sure one
Thank
day.
you, Ryko Man, for the probably follow. Thank you very much.
I know exactly when I'll give it at this point. On the day of the wedding, I'll knock him the fuck out.
It's just like, I object, runs up to the front, punches in the face, runs away. Okay, keep going.
Okay, keep going. I just win. I just
I just
skiing out of there. Like,
really needed
woo!
that.
I object to his face being intact.
I don't
object.
don't actually time people out. I was playing around.
Yeah, it's a joke. Yeah, no. What to do now, though? I mean, that's a rhetorical question, actually. Just
Well,
hold up the money.
if all of you are going to be doing the, she looks over toward Quince. Did you let them know about the mission?
I did let them know, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we know what we're
yes.
doing.
Well, if all of you are going to be heading out to Crocus soon, perhaps using some of this to get some preparations done would be in order.
I do have a new almost indestructible spearhead.
She motions over toward the teleportation room. I have this set up to go back to Hosenka whenever you need. She looks over toward Nonali. Except for you, I'm kidding. And
So-
we're going to be packing up most of the major tents that were there because, well, there's really not a lot of reason to set up stuff right outside of a town whenever we're also right outside of a town. I mean, a couple of hours away, but still, it's prime real estate, you know?
Exactly.
Now we
We
have
can
a
set up.
goddamn fortress.
Yeah, we have an indestructible fortress, and we can clear out the front some more and put up a huge tent around it. We need a lot of purple paint for the front of this tower.
I will say, from some things that Nonali had told me about Magnolia, though, I do want to head out to there in the next couple of days with a small group of my own. So most of the guild members will be gone for doing other things while you guys go off and do the council mission. Is that fine?
I suppose. How many other people can open the door?
I mean, so far I think it's just me and you.
We should probably teach someone how to close the front door.
We can get people attuned to this place. Don't you worry.
Cool. I don't want to have to leave it open or shut. You know. But that's fine. What happens in Magnolia? Exactly. I remember the spiders, but
Well, she looks over at Nonali. Nonali kind of just like motions her hand like, go ahead, I don't care. Well, from what we saw, Fairy Tale was making a bit of a ruckus.
oh dear, those ones.
Apparently they had heard that Sabretooth was getting in trouble with some things that they were doing and what all happened over in Crocus, and then they decided to have a humongous party.
Of course they did.
They almost ruined everything with the mission is what they did. Nonali steps forward.
What?
There were so many people around that I was worried that the golems were going to come up from their holes and start attacking people. Luckily, I was able to keep everything somewhat okay down there. But anyway, from what we really understood from it, they did a bit of damages, and most of the high-ranking Fairy Tale members seem to have either one passed out drunk and got arrested, two decided to go off on missions while they were intoxicated, or three, a small group of new members went off toward Era just a little while ago. So we're not really sure what that's all about either.
Oh dear. Part of me is happy they rejected my offer to join up.
I'm sure they're not going to stay in jail for long. It was just intoxication or whatever. But
I heard
property
so many good
damage and
things.
other things, and it all adds up. But I'm wanting to take some people over who know more about Magnolia with me, so that we can set up a small little base outside of there, and maybe take some of the missions from them, since they're all going to be a little bit under the weather for a while. I've already talked with Twilight Ogre, and they seem to be perfectly fine with us taking some of their real estate on the outside as long as we pay for it.
Oh, that's nice of them. Speaking of, I mean, how difficult is it to make teleportation locations?
It's
wonder.
not really that hard. I just have to make sure that the places that I decide to go to are safe. So it's basically something that I have to be personally invested in. And again, as long as it's something that we can go to without any real problems around, then it just has to be a room is all.
It's still not two-way, is it?
She kind of like looks over toward the teleportation room. It's like, I haven't figured that part out yet. I think it can be, but I'm not sure.
Well, we've cleared out the massive library in the basement, so maybe something down there has something about that.
Mm.
I mean, like a giant skeleton was crawling through there. It's huge.
If only Atla would show up, I could have him look into this for me.
And we also have a librarian now. She could just tell you outright.
Downstairs?
Yeah.
I could
We
spend some
also-
time going down there.
We should probably look into getting the armor unfused from her skin too.
Armor fused to her skin?
Did we tell you
That
about
didn't
the?
seem too happy.
No, she's not very happy about that. He like taps side of his head. The Elithalich. Have you not been looking?
Look, we
Oh,
have
sorry.
one
A lot of things have been going on. She kind of like she seems to have her eyes be shifting from Nonali to Quince. She seems to have not been paying attention at all to anything in your guys' head.
It's a long story. We'll
No,
read it later.
I understand. And she kind of like looks over to you. I'll see if I can't get someone to come down from the mountains and see if we can grab one of their healing mages. It might be a little expensive, but we could definitely do it.
It'd be nice. But there's a lot of things there's actually a lot of personal things I have to take care of. I just realized. Oh no. Anyway.
I'll go and see what I can talk to that person about. And she looks off to you guys. You guys make sure to go and that if you do end up going there, that you have some way to come back. Okay? She motions over toward Luthor and Arthur, and she's just like, since you guys can't teleport back, it might be good to have some sort of carriage with you going up there. I know it might take a little bit of extra time, but she shrugs. She could probably get someone to drive up there and then drive you back. Basically saying while you guys teleport, have somebody take the carriages there so you can ride back.
That's a good idea.
What are you talking about? Priscilla can just ride on my back. It'll fine.
Yeah, all of them can.
I said Priscilla. The other ones are fucked.
Oh, I can get back in a brisk jog.
As Starla seems to like look to you guys, she seems to look off. She's like, I'm gonna go and check out that library then.
You have fun down there. The librarian's nice.
Remember to ask before you take out books. They don't like it when you leave.
I ain't
without
asking
asking.
shit. I'm kidding.
Leave the black pool alone.
Don't touch the black pool.
Jump in the black pool. All right.
Don't. It's a person.
Okay, you do what you want.
I'm playing.
Our guildmaster's dumb.
She walks
Yes.
off into the next area. You just hear.
And
you just hear
that's
from,
why I didn't want her going down there.
You just hear from deep inside. We have a fireworm.
Oh yeah, I found that.
Grand.
I brought it over there.
Grand. Aren't we all just peachy on this?
Anywho.
No.
Starla goes to head off as she has left you guys here. At this point, guys, do you guys want to see if you can find someone to drive Arthur or Luthor in one of the carriages back up toward Osenka? Do you guys want to head off and do any shopping with your new 40,000 jewel? Do you guys want to catch up with any of the NPCs that are around here? My dudes, this is the final, I guess, session to go and make sure you guys get new things, get whatever you do. Next session, we will definitely be going on the mission. So even if you guys have not done things that I'm giving you time for right now, we're doing it. So
Shopping. I'm gonna do shopping.
that's probably a good idea too.
Oh god. I can't remember how many jewel I had when I deleted the two numbers. I think I had 26,000.
You'll probably just have to combine it with previous footage.
I think it was. I know it wasn't the 20,000, so I have 60,000, a little over 60,000. I think it was 62,000.
Well, go ahead and type down whatever you think it is. We'll look at it later and see if there's any differences.
I have that and three jewels. So maybe I
Like,
can sell those or trade those.
It's
You have
like, I
20. You
looked
have
at it-
28,000 right now. Add 40,000 to that, Nightshade.
Yeah,
okay.
it's like I knew I had 20,000 something, and then I deleted the 20, and I was like, wait, how much do I have? Like I immediately forgot, but I know it was I know I have 60,000.
Land, I don't know where your little bag is. There it is.
My bag's on top. I already added.
All right, you already added yours in. Wilhelm, did you add yours in?
Yep.
What's money?
I have no idea how to do that. I
Just go to your little baggie.
Just right click it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very bottom, it
And
should
then-
say 28,000, and then just take the 2 and turn it into 6.
Yeah.
You can do it, I believe.
And then put your little baggie, and then put the little baggie in this thing and click activate.
What? No.
Here we go.
There you go. You did it. All right.
Hey.
So with that
Alright.
being said, who all is wanting to go back to Hosenka and do some shopping?
Me.
I want to find Chester.
Chester is in Hosenka.
Mm-hmm. I know that.
I can't
But-
copy the jewels.
What?
You don't. You don't. Wait, what?
No, I have 3 jewels. I want to copy them so that way.
That's
I can
not a
make
jewel.
sure that...
Oh, Joel, that's
yeah,
a-
but I'm
that's
using
a-
it as a placeholder.
Oh, I was like,
Remember,
okay.
I took the things from the
Yeah.
pillar.
Yeah.
I'm just using those as placeholders.
Eh. But I want to go shopping too, but I also want to bring Maki with me because why not? It hasn't
No,
been there a
Maki
while.
can't do anything. Maki's dead.
Damn it! I knew I should have checked in sooner.
Now here's the thing: if no one wants to take Arthur to Hosenka, Priscilla would.
Well, what I
Because-
was saying is you could
Why?
potentially have somebody ride Arthur up while you guys are teleporting.
Yeah, it's like this somebody.
You have to
I'd
you have
like-
to ask an NPC though, is what I'm saying.
Hey, Vampire Lord, you want to drive the carriage down and then pick us up?
Like for instance, if you guys wanted to, you
Blah.
guys could ask Rex to do it, or you guys could ask Dimitri to do it, or you guys could ask Flint to do it, or you guys could ask I don't know, fucking Amwin.
I don't. That's a bad idea.
I'm gonna say that since Rex is a cardboard cutout and thus he is bendable to our will. I'll say I told Rex to do it.
You could also summon a celestial spirit to do it.
But today's Scorpio's day off. He said he need more time.
And somebody else's neck is snapped.
Themselves.
Someone else is fucking dead.
The best summon, fucking dead.
But no, you can definitely go and. But no, you can definitely go and get Maki whenever you want. If you'd like to go do that.
The carriage arrives and her
Man.
head's just a 90-degree angle,
my.
snaps.
You head off into the area that you remember is your room from back in Phantom Lord, and you do see that Maki is laying in there on your bed.
I
She
love the
sleeps. I
celestial
don't
spirit
know. She
Nuzlocke.
sleeps often. Celestial spirit Nuzlocke. That got me. Hold on.
You're welcome.
Oh shit. That's the hardest fucking Nuzlocke in existence.
Man, Mark.
Don't start this.
I have to transport Luther too.
We're
Okay.
going with Wilhelm right now, guys.
Right.
Okay.
Is she awake?
She is laying in bed.
Is she sleeping?
You want to check?
Yes.
You want to go and look?
Yes, I would like to look with my eyes.
Her eyes are closed. And she's covered in blood. She's dead. I'm kidding. She appears to be sleeping.
Where did I put Clarissa? I put her in here, right?
Clarissa is inside of one of the other rooms. She's inside of one of the rooms to herself.
She's still She's probably still unconscious.
She is going to be unconscious until somebody, Rex, fixes her.
Well, it's nice to know she's still there.
So, you know,
I guess-
I'd probably suggest you guys having, like, I don't know, like Flint or Dimitri drive the things up, and then having Rex do his fixing of magical metals on the armor girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna do nice little check-in. I'm gonna just quietly leave and go find Rex. He could help me out with this. 'Cause I need Calista to wake back up. This has gone too long. There's so many stories to tell. Both of them.
Did you just fuck someone off into the abyss? I saw that.
I did.
Into the ether.
Because she isn't
Into
here right
the
now.
That's true.
Into the darkness you go.
You make your way into the room that Rex had went in whenever he had left with Ailsey. As you step in, you notice that Rex is just kind of like sitting, seemingly resting after your guys' big adventure from before. You bring up that you want Rex to potentially help out your armor girl, and he's like, "Yeah, I could do that because I have armor powers." Go Rex.
Me
Rex.
Rex, me help people.
Rex, why do you sound like a Rex, why do you sound like a Japanese delinquent?
I've just been doing that for everything. Whenever I was talking about Lee in the Pokemon game, it's just like Lee, Yumbar Lee. So
Reminds me of
Me Rex, me do magic. I'm homosexual.
Me Rex, me gay. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
yeah,
We're taking this a little bit far. This is my face.
calm down.
Never.
But yes, he seems to tell you like, yeah, he can definitely go and check on her.
I'd appreciate it greatly.
Rex will be off potentially saving an armor goyle. Unfortunately, we'll have to have some rolls for that, but that's gonna happen later.
I'll give you half of all my jewel to make it happen.
Give it here.
That was a lie. And you fell for it.
No, I called your bluff. Is what I did.
It seems I've won this game of Chesters.
I don't think you did.
Texters.
All right. You're gonna be doing that. Do you have anything else you want to do?
Shop. I'm done.
Okay, you're gonna be heading off into the teleport room. Anybody else want to do anything before they leave?
So, I don't have any interest in shopping apart from gold dust because I'm the greatest and don't need fucking buying shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna do what I always do when I win. I'm gonna fucking celebrate.
You want to go back to
the bar. I'm going back to the bar, but
Alright.
I'm gonna see how many people want to join me. I'm gonna ask Dimitri of the All-Seeing Eye. I'm gonna ask the genie. I'm gonna ask everybody else. Everybody who want come bar. I might pay for your drink. I don't know.
We'll see.
Does that mean that can I know that you're going to the bar and I can bring Chester?
Like,
So, Landon-
Priscilla, you're too young to drink.
So Landon, you
No,
make your
I'm
way
not.
Yes, you
into
are.
the room to attempt to go and tell Dimitri what you're going to be doing. As you do, you notice that Anwin is sticking his face or her face deep into all the different braziers. You notice that Anwin has turned back into the Balverine form because I wanted Anwin to be in the Balverine form last time, but now now they have done it again.
Well, I mean, now that she was fucking butt naked, she had to turn into a ballerine to
Exactly.
avoid content claims.
Exactly, man. You notice that
Copyright strikes.
that Dimitri and Flint are talking over here. As far as the genie, I would say that she's probably over by the entrance to the other room over here. So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna ask them. They want to go celebrate, have drinks, because we had a hard day's work today. What better way to celebrate than by drinking good stuff? I'll see how Lat and Lodolite are doing. See how Felicity's doing. Maybe something to wet her whistle, make her feel better. Let's all go have drink.
You head over to Dimitri and Flint. As you ask them for drinks, Flint like raises his gun like here, like he's fucking ready. He's like, yeah. Dimitri's just like, I mean, I guess if other people are going, I guess I can go.
It'll be
It's not
on me.
It's not a place for an intellectual like me, but I guess I can deal with it.
At least the first drink will be on me. Joke's on you. The first drink's on the fucking waiter.
At which point, both of them seem perfectly fine to go.
Hey, we got the band together, boys.
Anybody else in this room you want to ask? The cat?
Hey, Vampire Lord, do you want to go and get a drink?
Of course I'll go and get a drink. He goes to stand up. The Oracle like puts his hands over like, I will fight you.
Oracle, you want to go get a drink too?
Oh, hell yeah, let's go.
Hey, Skeleton, you want to go get fucking wasted?
Did you say wine?
I don't know
Yes.
if he makes wine, but he's amazing.
Probably.
those three will not leave.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, librarian.
The cat wants to be left alone. Hey, librarian.
Also won't leave.
Was it because you can't climb the stairs?
I'll just throw a bottle of booze in the black pool later.
Fuck it.
Good work out there.
Just hear a gurgling of thanks.
I'm gonna go talk to Jeannie and say, do you want to go? I'm gonna talk to Let and Lodolite and be like, hey, you guys just got paid? You want to go wasted on a good drink and a job well done?
You make your way over to Shahara. As you do, Shahara seems to just be kind of like leaning against one of the large poles in this area, just kind of like resting her eyes. As you approach her, she opens her eyes and looks to you with a rather decently happy smile, like a seemingly contented smile. She's like, "Oh, I see that you've made your way back. How was the basement for you?"
It's pretty expansive. There is a lot of books down there.
Expansive, you say? Is
It
there
has to be probably one of the biggest libraries I've seen in a while.
anything truly interesting that you've seen other than the library?
Well, apparently we can resurrect people that have been killed if we imagine the room that they were killed in. So that alchemist that you helped me find before actually resurrected.
Oh my.
And was promptly killed again, actually.
Oh well, at least it fixed itself.
Yeah.
That problem fixed itself.
They really shouldn't have tried to challenge us.
You are showing yourselves to be able to tackle any challenge set before you.
You know what's really interesting, though?
She looks.
A job well done and a good drink to end it. And I might even tell you about what's really interesting if you want to come along.
Well, you do know I'm perfectly happy going and celebrating with you anytime you wish. Let us make our way, Landon.
All right. We got the crew. How are Let and Lodolite doing?
Let and Lodolite are in one of the rooms, potentially. Would you like to go and try to check out which room they're in?
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm glad you got paid, fuckers. Let's go get drinks.
You make your way into Let and Lodolite's room to try to get them to come with you. They are not there.
Oh, okay. They probably already went to go celebrate. Sexually. Anyways. I would ask Jet, but he's gonna get arrested. And I'm gonna leave Madam because honestly, if I ask Madam, Jet will get really mad. So, anyone's got a job right now. Fucking magic lady book bitch is not gonna come because she needs to be the size of a pea in order to enjoy anything. Otherwise, she's gonna be noticed. I don't give a fuck about cloak person. And then the other two people here are horses as well as a lady that got impaled or stabbed or chopped. Do you want a drink?
Which one are you gonna go to? Because there's also this one that got impaled and shocked and chopped.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, we can ask Felicity too. I said I was gonna see if that drink help Felicity feel better. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you say that earlier, which is why I was wanting to see if you wanted to still go over there. You go into Felicity's room and you notice that she is still resting.
Okay, I'm gonna leave her alone then.
Okay.
Starla probably doesn't want to leave, or if she does, then maybe she can't. I don't know.
Starla has made her way down to the basement already.
Oh yeah, she went to the library. You said your name was Natalie, right?
She looks back as she seems to have sit down just seemingly kind of divvied out her own food from the area. She looks back. Oh yeah, you're one of the new guys, right?
Hey, I'm Landon.
Natalie.
Shake hand.
And so what are you guys up to? Everybody seems to be moving around. Heard you're taking on some kind of mission?
Well, we finished up a pretty heavy day. Sounds like you've finished up a pretty heavy couple weeks. I'm gathering a band of misfits together to go down and get a drink.
She thinks to herself, I'll have to go and get my mask, but I should be able to come.
Oh, that's right, you're royalty. That's also the reason why I didn't ask Anime or... Oh, what was her name again? The book girl.
Shinako.
Book girl?
Shinako or something like that.
Oh, Shinako. Yeah, I don't really want to talk to them right now, to be perfectly honest. So sure, I can head out with you. I'm pretty used to not showing my face.
All right then. I don't know if that'll make things hard to drink, but you're plenty welcome to converse with everybody.
Don't worry about it. I'll meet you there.
Fucking go.
You gonna head out with your band of misfits?
Yes.
Okay. Quince and Priscilla, what do you guys want to go and do?
Shop. What do I do?
I want to go find Chester.
Yep.
Because I need to tell him what happened, and Shomaru needs to apologize with him. You get small right now.
I'm going somewhere else immediately and far, far away.
No!
I'm gonna grab your tail until you get small again.
No,
You promise!
You should
I
be
didn't
more like,
promise
no!
anything. He
I
said he
will
was
not
gonna
submit.
talk to me.
No, we agreed on this, Shomaru.
I can run
How can he say he's sorry if you keep running away from him?
by trying very hard.
No, that's not fair and that's not nice.
Fuck nice.
I'm gonna make you small again.
For real, why is Shomaru not sounding
Joker,
like that?
look. We have,
Because
The juxtaposition
I
is
don't
nice.
have the goddamn energy to do a deeper voice.
CJK.
Sounding
Well,
like a-
I mean, in Dragon Dragoon or Drakengard, whatever the fuck the game is, the dragons sound like children.
CGK just donated twice. Just donated $4 20 minutes ago. That I missed. So I wasn't here at the start, and I was told Quince rammed something hard into someone again. I miss a few moments when he does that. Jeez, when I thought he was getting better. Inspiration to the victim. And then he just donated again, saying smash to both Lodolite and Let. All right.
Apparently something was brought up where they asked Pink if she got Smaspiration yesterday. Or the other last time we played game.
I can't remember if I was donated it or if I got it. I have 3 now though.
I think it was Gemini that said it. I can't remember.
It was Gemini. that
I
said
think
it,
I
yeah.
gave you it last game.
I
I'm not
think
sure.
yeah, because I have 3.
Yeah, I think I gave it to you.
It
It was probably the. I think I know what they're talking about. I didn't mention anything out loud whenever I did it, but I do think that I did it last game. Because I think someone mentioned it like right at the end of last session as well.
Alright, yeah. Okay. Well, I think I got it then. Or at least I should have more than 2. So, but I have 3, and 3 is more than 2.
Anyway, so I guess that's a smash to Let and Lodolite for some reason. All right, got it.
Oh man. Oh, that. I don't remember. I don't
Done
know,
it.
I just found it.
And then 2 for. Does she have any? Yeah, there is. She has a ton of them. Not inspirations. Boop boop. Because that was back when we were calling her Nolly or something like that. Even though her name was Nonali. But she has a big old fucking stack of them, so that's good. All right. So you're gonna be doing that, and you're talking to Shomaru, and you're pulling on his tail. Shomaru, do you ever go back into being tiny?
Yeah, he'll run up. He deflates. Mostly because if he's going into town either way, because he desired adventures through the streets. He doesn't want to run down the streets as a goddamn story tall dog.
Look how big and story tall you are.
That's a tall tale.
It's a tail tall.
Well,
I think we
he'll
lost
go
sight
to
of the
bed.
joke. I think we lost sight of the joke.
Yee.
So continue you guys' conversation.
No, we just gotta go find Chester. But we should
Alright,
probably
fine.
find someone to take the not the take the chest.
Mimikyu. Where's my salt circle?
Your salt circle?
The circle I had around Mimikyu.
I probably deleted it.
Okay.
What was I saying?
Yeah, we have to find somebody to also take Arthur back to town too, so we can get him back here. And bring everybody back, especially if they're gonna go to the bar.
Didn't we already find somebody to do that?
No?
I don't think we did. We were gonna ask Rex, but then Rex is more important for somebody else right now, so we gotta find somebody else.
Who is somebody we could ask? Oh, I know, we could ask Shinako. She's helpful and nice.
Isn't she on your back?
No, she's reading books right now.
I mean, we could ask her.
That would make it
As
so
of right now, the people that are here that have not jumped into the void of teleportation that you guys know are awake are Shinako, the cat, Madam, Jet, and Nonali.
well. That doesn't like me, so that's off the table.
I mean, Jet can't really be out in public, can he? He's still a fugitive.
I mean, he was just out in public.
Do you want to ask Jet?
It's more saying you could ask Madam and Jet will probably go with her, or you can ask Nonali who has her own carriage.
I will also let people know that I would have extended this bar thing to everyone who is going to go to the shop. So all of you guys also got that invitation before I left.
Yeah,
Isn't the guy?
but
isn't the bar
if
chief
everyone's
also-
gonna go to the bar and get wasted, we need carriages then, and we need Arthur.
What?
Well, Helm's not gonna drink.
Or we can take
Yeah,
the long way
Anthony,
and
that's
take
not the
Arthur.
point. We need somebody
Oh.
to drive
Or
the
we-
fucking cart there.
Or we can go the obnoxiously long way and just
You
take
have
Arthur
so
ourselves.
many people
Just
to
asking
ask.
Madam.
Let's ask Madam.
It's taking way much more
I
brain
just-
power
I
than
just-
it
I
needs.
just-
as
don't know how I'm
Madam
gonna
as
fucking
Madam
do
looks to you and she goes, "Oh yes, of course, we can take one of the horses back."
Awesome, thanks. You want to take Luther too?
We can't do two carriages.
Okay, fuck. Okay, well, you're boned, Luther. You're staying here. No one cares.
Renee.
Luther, you want to get drunk with us?
Luther goes and gets drunk with you guys.
Yeah, someone over there. You guys took Luther.
No, they didn't.
You guys
The
took
portal
him.
sweeps us away as well as the horse. The horse fucking tumbles into the other dimension.
Yeah,
fucking flips and
can we
breaks
just
both his
ride
legs.
Arthur into the portal?
Yeah, because then you'll have no carriage.
How? Why? Why?
You can't ride a carriage into the portal.
It's not that big.
It's not
You
that
can
big.
try.
It's not big yet.
Looks pretty big from the picture. Are you telling me it's misleading?
This is turning into some very lewd conversations.
Okay, all right. You want everything to be to scale? All right, sure. Hold on. So Arthur is not the size of you guys. So let's go ahead and do this. And then a carriage is with him, and this thing doesn't look like it's big enough to put a fucking carriage in.
Okay, fine. Here, I'll make Luther.
No, we're not making them that big.
Your horse size. Okay, we'll leave Luther at home. We'll leave Luther here.
There you go. Luther is fine staying home.
He'll be the emergency carriage that stays at home.
There are technically 2 carriages at home now. Because Natalie just brought a carriage in.
Okay, well Arthur's better.
Did I get wasted a clock already? Man, Landon, I'm so glad you offered.
So, Priscilla and Shummer, you guys want to head to the teleportation?
Mhm.
Or do you guys want to go on the carriage?
We want to teleport. It's faster that way.
Okay. Quince. At this point, people are heading off into the teleportation room to head off to Hosenka. What are you wanting to do? Me, Quince. Me do things.
Me do things
me
now.
Quince, me muted.
Yeah, me muted. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
All right. I want to do shopping.
Okay. Do you want to do anything before you head out, or you just want to head right out?
Unless anyone has anything otherwise,
Okay.
I don't really see the need to stay right now.
Just asking.
Come to bar, get drink with me once you done shop.
Do.
We'll consider.
Being
We'll
said,
put under heavy consider.
move the rolling outs out of the way. Move Mimikyu out of the way.
You don't want a definite. You don't want to sound desperate.
Move these guys out of the way.
Oh, I ain't desperate. I'm determined.
No, that was directed at me. Like like when I said may, like we'll put under consideration. You don't want to say you don't want to say yes, otherwise you sound desperate.
That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah.
All right, and
It
you
does,
guys
doesn't it?
are gonna be teleporting. As you guys teleport to a new area, let's go ahead and get everybody who is not going with you into another dimension.
By the way, audience, I can't see it right now. Don't take that seriously.
Take it seriously.
That's not
Take
his
it-
actual process.
Take it as seriously as possible. Make sure that you take it so seriously that I don't even know what we're talking about. Do it.
I just had to be clear on that.
All right, and Anwin. My dudes. You guys eventually make your way to the Phantom Lord base in the outside, or on the outside of Hosenka. You guys teleport directly into the main big top once again. You step out from the area, and hey, you are back in the same room you guys left, only smaller.
What was that?
You're there.
Last part.
You're there.
Back in the same room.
Okay.
Only
cool.
smaller. Because
Okay.
duplicated.
Where am I?
You are right here.
Okay, cool.
With that being the said, everybody who is wanting to go off and go shopping, everybody who is wanting to go off and do their things, you guys head out into the main part of Hosenka. As you guys do, Priscilla, you said you were looking for Charlie.
Chester.
I mean, Chester and Charlie are the same place, probably.
Probably.
Because they left together. Well, technically, they didn't leave together. They were racing, but still. You're wanting to go find Chester. So you're going to be going off on your own for a bit, wherever you decide to end up going. Landon, you're heading off to the bar.
Yup.
Which you know is also the shop for everything that people would possibly want.
Yep, so I'm gonna see everybody else there.
So Wilhelm and Quince will be going to the shops, I believe, unless they want to search Hosenka for other shops and see if there's anything else out there. But you guys were pretty thorough last time, but you guys definitely could check other things. There is also, again, there's the hot spring that is here. There is the various foodstuffs. There are the back streets. I'd like to know, Landon is heading off to the bar. If you guys are wanting to head off directly to the bar with him, since you know that there are things to buy there, you definitely can, or you guys can do other things. What do you guys want to do? I'm talking to specifically Wilhelm and Quince right now.
I would like. Oh, sorry about that. I would like to go shopping for Well, I guess there's the. I want to go to a weapon shop because I also want to like look at stuff. I want to look at stuff and also want to figure out if I can do things with my bow.
Mm-hmm. You know that the weapon shop / armor shop that you guys know
bar,
about
yeah.
in the town is the bar. However, it is only open from 8 to 9. It is
really
open for
fucking
1 hour.
So, and what time is it now?
It is around 4.
Great.
You can always look around for something else. You could maybe try to get the barkeep to open up if you guys would like.
No, his forehead is too glorious. I won't allow him to do so. So I'm just gonna not even bother with that.
You could definitely try to get him to.
That requires charisma rolls that I don't have. Last I checked, I don't have much charisma.
I mean, I know his name. I'm halfway there.
Hang on. Actually, oh shit! Actually, my charisma's a 5. Holy fuck! I keep forgetting I'm playing as Quince and not my last guy. I had like a 0 charisma. I don't really need any armor since I have my scale mail, so that's a big fat not necessary. Is everything at the bar? Because
Everything
the
you
herb
guys,
shop was
everything you
also
guys
there.
have, everything you guys have found so far has been the bar.
I will explore the town then. I would rather not be at the mercy of the bar. So I'm
Okay,
gonna try to
you're
find
gonna try
something
exploring
else.
the town. Wilhelm, what do you want to do?
I just need to get this spearhead attached to something. So would the bar be a good place, or could I find somewhere else to do that?
Who knows?
I'm gonna see if I can't find something else around town.
All right, you guys are going to be looking around town to see if you can find anything else. Priscilla, you're also looking around town to see if you can find Chester. I'm guessing you guys are not going to be in the same place when you guys are looking around. So in doing this, I would like for the three of you to please give me... I'd like for the three of you to give me either luck... potentially awareness, probably awareness. So luck, awareness, or we'll go luck, awareness, or instincts, please. Tell me what you roll, because the DC will change dependingly. So Priscilla, what are you rolling?
I was gonna say if we were gonna use Shomaru's sniffer to sniff out Chester, if it was possible.
You definitely
Who
could.
doesn't want to find Chester?
Shomaru, you can Shomaru, if you would like to do that, you could roll me for your instincts. And I can tell you if you get a good roll, and you can decide at that point whether or not you want to follow it or not.
You know, you make an absolutely compelling argument.
I'm
Shomaru,
rolling for instincts.
Shomaru, you begin.
Whoa!
Hold on, Shomaru, you begin to go through the town. You begin sniffing things out. You know exactly where Chester is.
Opposite direction, number points.
Do you want to go the opposite direction?
Shomer does not want to visit Chester still.
All right.
He knows he has to talk to Chester. He doesn't want to do it yet.
Shomaru starts going in a direction. At that point, Priscilla, are you following Shomaru?
Is that where he is, Shomaru?
I think.
Wait, okay.
She has no reason not to believe him, but she's not gonna be happy if she figures out he's lying to her. Especially since we talked about not lying anymore, Shomaru.
You rolled instinct. That is a 19 plus your instinct, which is a 3. So that is going to be okay. And Wilhelm.
Qualified, I hope.
Wilhelm, what are you gonna roll?
Yeah, I guess I'll roll awareness. Where's an unnatural 20 get me?
Alrighty then. Wilhelm, you begin wandering down toward the lower parts of town. As you are doing so, you notice that the large channel, the large like river like area or like stream like area that goes through the town, seems to be rather low right now, and it's probably because of the way that the weather has been recently. There was like humongous like parts of ice that seemed to like hold the water before. There was a bunch of things like that. It's very low right now, but it seems to be steadily getting back up. As you are making your way through the town and looking down into this kind of like gorge like area, you notice that near the bottom of the stream there appears to be a small tunnel like area off to the south. It usually would be covered up by water, but you can very clearly see a small tunnel-like area there.
I'll go in the tunnel.
You want to go down and you have to first off, there's a fence. See the little fence? You want to go over the fence down into the depths of the creek-like area?
Wilhelm's is far too curious to pass up something like this, so yes.
Roll for athletics.
Wee. 14.
You're able to climb down with some difficulty. You're able to climb down into the creek-like area of Hosenka. As you step down, the water comes up to like a little bit over your ankles. It's not like humongously like anything, but it is rather cold because probably the thing that's keeping it from flowing correctly is a large thing of ice. But as you
I'm sure that'll be taken care of.
But as you step through the area, you start heading off into a small little opening in the very bottom of the pass of Hosenka. As you head into there,
Did I find the Brawlers Guild?
It's not here. That's fine. You make your way deep down into this like little hold up area down at the bottom of this area. As you do, you find someone a little bit further on into this area. It seems to lead off into a nice rose area, like risen off the ground. It seemed to like have like a bit of an incline. That way, whenever the water is full on this place, it doesn't completely go into the this little area. There seems to be an area with like nice torchlight. There seems to be some stones beneath it, like they were placed there, like cobblestone. And a very nice large wooden table. At the table, there appears to be somebody sitting there. There's a sexy, but no.
So this just
you see a large table. At the end of the table, there is a person in a hood, seemingly sitting at this table, doing their own thing. They seem to have something. They seem to have something in their lap. They don't seem to have noticed you entirely.
Is there more to this room, or is this everything?
There appears to be, beyond this person, there is a wooden door that leads off further into this place. But that seems to be about it.
This reeks of death trap.
Who
So
knows,
I'm
man?
going to walk into it.
Gonna waltz right forward. Gonna waltz right into it. Gonna go forward into the depths of this place, into the interesting like catacombs of adventure. That's what you're gonna do.
This is way too good to pass up. So yeah, I can't say no.
You step in. As you do, you finally make your way onto the cobblestoney like areas. As you were doing so, are you trying to be sneaky? What are you trying to do here?
Sneaking around might cause me more trouble than it's worth. So nah.
No sneaky.
Yeah, just kind of looking around.
All right. As you step out, looking into this place, you make some very audible stepping noises on the new cobblestone. It seems to echo a little bit. The person seems to look up from where they are sitting, and then like seems to turn their cloaked, hooded face over toward the direction you just came in. They seem to have had some kind of a thing of newspaper or of something in their lap that they seem to have been reading. They put it up onto the table and just kind of look over at you.
He looks to the person sitting at the table and just waves. Evening. Or afternoon, rather.
They sneeze.
Bless you.
They sneeze. They unfortunately caught something on. Sorry, I sneezed. Anyway.
They caught something on stream.
They caught something on gingivitis. No. This person just seems to look at you. They don't really seem to say anything.
Not much of a talker. He steps up. He just keeps getting close to the table.
You make your way to the table. As you make your way to the table, you notice that each of these chairs are very inviting. As you look at each of these chairs, they seem to be very inviting. However, each of them seems inviting in a different way. Like, it's the same, like, I want to sit in them, but each of them seems distinct. Like, oh, I could sit in this one, or I could sit in this one. Oh, but that one's pretty nice, too.
Are these fucking chairs enchanted?
I mean, probably.
Yeah, I don't think I want to sit in those yet. He just kind of like leans on the table a little. So, I'm Wilhelm, and you are?
Roll for charisma.
Okay. So what's 6 plus 17?
Oh, damn. As you look to this person, you say your name's Wilhelm. They go, Wilhelm. My name is Wilhelm.
Small world. So why are you sitting at this table?
Nice place to read. I was reading.
What's behind that door over there?
Looks behind him, looks to the door. Oh, that's his room.
Who's hidden?
Wilhelm.
Your room?
He brings his hand up to himself and kind of like scratches his chin. Looks back up to you. Yes.
Why are you in a little room connected by a tunnel to the canal?
This is my room. I read here.
Uh-huh. Could you mind taking off your hood? It feels so impersonal. We talking when someone covers their face like that.
Does it worry you?
I just like talking face to face more. I'm a people person, you see. Makes me
Face
feel a little more
to
comfortable.
face.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me diplomacy.
It's just as good, but no inspers. It's 9. I should have inspiration.
9 altogether, or?
Yeah.
He brings his hands up to the hood and grabs it for a second, and then he lets go. He's like, no. No, I couldn't.
Oh, why ever not? You shy? I get that.
He brings his hand up to his head. Something's wrong.
What do you mean?
Something's wrong.
With what?
This.
This table? Well, does this table seem weird in any way?
It's a nice table. Man, those chairs though, they look really nice. In different ways. In different ways, of course. Like that one looks really nice, but that one looks really nice. But oh, that one looks really nice. That one, you probably put a butt groove in that one.
This guy's sitting in an enchanted chair, isn't he? Listen, Wilhelm, I have a proposition for you.
Wilhelm?
Listen, cloaked man, I have a proposition for you. How about, now hear me out, you put down the newspaper for longer than just now, and you and I hit the town.
Hit the town.
We hit the town. We go shopping, drinking, partying. Sounds
Hurt?
like great fun, don't you think?
Hurt the town?
No. It's a figure of speech.
Mm.
Yep, he extends his hand. Come on, let's go.
Diplomacy one more time.
I will inspire for this one.
But why?
Gosh, fuck you. That's unnatural 20. Can I make it a natural 20? Yeah, it's not good. So an unnat 20.
He seems to look at you. As he looks at you, he reaches his hand out, but then kind of like pulls it back, only to shake his head and then like very fervently like reaches his hand out.
He'll take his hand and pull him out of the chair.
You bring your hand over to him, and as you go to grab him, Wilhelm,
Mm-hmm.
the chair that he's in, now that's a really nice fucking chair.
I don't like chairs.
No, Wilhelm, no, listen. Like, when I say that's a nice chair, I mean that is a nice chair.
Is this a mimic?
Like, you look at this chair, that chair is fucking nice, bro.
I'm pulling him out of the fucking chair.
But why are you pulling him out of the chair?
Because it's so nice, why should anyone else get to sit in it? Fuck you.
That's true. That's very true.
Exactly.
You
It's
pull
logical.
you pull him out of the chair. You
Mhm.
pull him out of the chair because honestly, why does anyone else get to sit in it? Wilhelm, you look at the chair. As you pull him out, his arm seems to go kind of limp in your hand.
Mhm.
As you look to the chair, why don't you roll me for a survival, my dude?
Is it trying to charm me? Because I thought I'm immune to that.
It's not a charm.
Survival, go. 21.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
What? See, I told you it wasn't a charm, man. You're fine. Why would it be a
Cool.
charm? It's just a chair.
Exactly. That'd be stupid. So I'm taking this guy back through the tunnel now.
Hold on. You pull him out from the chair. As you pull him out from the chair, he seems to go immediately kind of limp. Like his arm seems to almost feel like jelly in your hands. As you pull him out from the chair, he seems to almost collapse. You look back to the chair, and as you look back to the chair, you immediately get the sense of wanting to be in the chair. Again, like, it's not forcing you to. It's not like trying to get you to, but you just looking at this chair is just it's such a good fucking chair, man. But you are able to pull yourself free.
Joker, look.
I'm getting
We
a
have more
thing.
money.
Give me a second. Lonzo donates $4, says run, Wilhelm.
Yeah, no shit. Really, I didn't
Says
think of that.
fucking run. I'll give you 2 inspiration for that in a second. As you what's that?
Thank you.
Oh, you said I thought you said aw as in like fucking you didn't want it.
No, I won. I'm like, oh, thanks.
I thought you meant like aw. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'll take all I can get at this moment.
I'll take everything. It doesn't seem to be doing anything to you though. You pull up from the chair. You decide not to sit down in it, which is very very probably wise. And as you pull the man loose from it, he looks to you just with like a dumbfounded expression on it, like expression underneath the hood. As he looks back at you, he seems to give a very much like a shaky look in his head. He kind of like looks back. He's like, who are you?
Well, would you look at the time? We must be going. I'll say, just relax. We're getting out of here right now. We're leaving. Come on.
Out here. Where's here? He
I don't know. Come on.
He tries to stand up, but he is not able to.
It's okay. I'll explain when we get out of here. Now, come on.
You gonna help him up?
Yeah. We're leaving. That's all that matters right now.
You stand him up. As you begin to stand him up, you hear a rumbling in the room. As you look back toward the door, as the door seems to be rumbling, and the handle seems to be jiggling, like very ferociously, as if something on the other side is jiggling it, but it appears to be maybe locked.
Runtime is now time. It's the
Runtime
most
is now
fun
time.
It's the most fun time of the year.
As you as the door is like rocking, as the door is like shaking, the thing like looking something like it's wanting to break in. You immediately grab this man and you begin running out the way with it. You're stepping in the water as soon as you get down to the very base of the area. You're dragging him out as fast as you can. The rocking of the door handle, the rocking of the door inside seems to get louder and louder. The further you get away from it, it seems like it's getting louder in your head. As you're leaving, as you're rushing away, as you are just about out, Wilhelm.
Mm-hmm.
But those chairs, though.
Oh, fuck off!
Those chairs are really like interesting. It's almost like a second wave of that hits over your head. Just as it does, you feel a shiver go down your spine as you hear, "Oh, don't do it!" Some of the area around the cave begins to kind of freeze over slightly. As it does, you rocket out from the door, and you and him kind of collapse. Not the door, but the cave. You and him kind of collapse into the little like small bits of water that is remaining on the ground. Hey, you did it.
Wasn't that the same voice that yelled at me not to turn around?
Seemed to.
Huh. Whew. We're not out of the woods yet.
As you and him are on the ground, he's also seemingly again like just his hands are in the water. You and him like try to get up. He seemingly is still unable to really summon a lot of strength. You go down to lift him up. As you do, he kind of like looks back at you. He's just like, what is this?
It's a canal. Welcome to Helsinki.
Oh, thank God.
Am I?
I was in. Yeah.
Away from the hole.
The two of you begin to rise up from the canal as you guys climb upwards. We'll say that there's just for expedience sake, we'll say that there is definitely like a set of stairs or like a set of like a ladder or something nearby that's able to aid you in getting up from where you were. As you were able to get your way up, the two of you kind of just like get up to the very top. He goes and kind of sits down. As you, who had to do most of the work dragging him up, you feel tired. You were that was definitely a more of a workout than you usually do.
Whew. You're heavier than you look. You know that?
Heavier? No, I don't. Who are you?
Right. Let me try again with this. Wilhelm Grimm. Major Phantom Lord. Nice to meet you. He's extended his hand.
Wilhelm Grimm. He like reaches his hand out. It's like, I guess that isn't my name then.
I'd think not.
Shake.
Very specific name. Yep. Right. So, what is your name?
He starts thinking. He starts kind of thinking to himself. He's like scratching the side of his cheek as he looks up to you, and he seems to look forward. He's like, I don't know. I'm not Wilhelm. Yeah, I'm not Wilhelm.
Oh, that narrows
He seems to almost like nod to himself, like, yeah, that's not me. That's a weird name.
Oh,
he doesn't say that part. I'm playing around.
Well, that narrows it down to everything. So we got to start.
I'm important. I'm important.
Willem's gonna grab the hood and just kind of pull it back.
As you do so. Boop. Noticed it wasn't in there, so I had to quickly find it and put it in.
What is it?
Is it a person with red hair?
They don't have they don't have red hair.
I would flip my shit. It's another one.
They don't have red
What is
hair.
it with? What's it with Wilhelm and finding members of royalty?
See what appears to be a blonde-haired boy seems to be sitting there. He has very much like a very fair skin, and as you pull back on the on his hood, he seems to give off does give off the same kind of vibe as maybe like Madam or some of the ones you've met in the palace.
Huh. Well, I don't recognize you.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Don't worry about it. It's what I do. I usually just stumble across random things like this from time to time.
Should we go back?
Plug that hole up.
Should we go back for the chairs?
Wilhelm looks up and nods his head a little bit, and then turns to him and says, "Absolutely not."
Absolutely not. No, we're fucking not doing that.
That's never going. If anything, we're gonna have to find a way to seal that hole up, because
You can find more chairs at the bar.
I need to seal that hole one day, soon, very soon.
I was reading something.
A newspaper.
It was important. I don't know why, but it was important.
Well, that will forever remain a mystery.
Mystery?
I ain't going back in there right now.
Oh,
You can say.
no, we don't have to get it. I read it.
Oh, what was on it?
Symbols? Something.
I like this man.
Wilhelm pulls out his notebook and he turns to the page where he copied those symbols that Priscilla was drawing in the snow. This?
He looks to the symbols you're putting down. He's like, as you put down, as you take out your notebook, he seems to look at each of them. Nothing seems to come to him until this symbol shows up.
Does that look familiar? Have we seen that symbol in the tower yet?
Nope. This is one that you copied down, however. As this shows up, he seems to immediately stop you as you're turning through the notebook. As he does, he just keeps his hand on the page of the symbol, and he looks at it. He's like, that one's familiar. Directions? Directions, yes. Directions. It was directions.
Wilhelm's gonna put he's gonna dog ear that page, and he's gonna close the book. Directions to where?
I don't know.
But directions.
Yes, directions.
To somewhere.
Yes.
This symbol is where this directions might lead to?
Yes, maybe. Sounds right. It sounds right. It's probably right.
Okay then, my friend. I feel you and I need to stick together for a little while.
Stick together.
I mean, I can't just have an amnesiac wandering around by himself. And besides, this is extremely important for a few reasons. And you might be key in uncovering some of the mysteries surrounding it.
he seems to be at this point like taking off the hood that he's in. He kind of like looks to the robe that he took off and just kind of like sits it down like
Does the title The Book of Black Eden ring a bell in your head?
Book of Black Eden? What is that?
Oh, I tried. It's where if I'm understanding it right, that's where the symbols came from. They were in that book. So I figured. But it's okay. We'll figure it out. He puts down a show. We'll figure it out together.
I saw a lot of things on that paper down there. The paper would change and show me many things, but the only thing I remember is directions, and my name is Wilhelm. No, that one isn't true.
We'll figure out how to sort through that later. I have a guild master.
Are you sure my name isn't Wilhelm?
I don't know, but my name is Wilhelm.
That was your name. My bad.
Yes. We can get you a name. What to name you? For now, at least. Let me take another look at him, real quick. Why do I know that face?
Tilt's head.
I mean, why do I know that face? Why do me, Anthony, know that face? I swear I've seen it somewhere.
It's Howl from Howl's Moving Castle.
There it is! There it is! Damn it! That took longer than it should have. I'm like, where have I seen that smug fucking face? Smug piece of shit face. You know what? I think better when I walk. So, can you stand up yet?
He goes to stand up. As he does, he seems to be able to somewhat get to his feet. Yes. Yeah.
Right. So, Wilhelm stands up. You might actually want to take that hoodie, that cloak with you. You never know when you might need something. Hold up.
Take it with me. All right. I will put it back on then. He picks it up off the ground and turns to try to like put it on. As he turns, you notice that the white shirt that he had on underneath it seems to have a humongous stain of blood on the back of it.
Hold on a second, friend. He's gonna pull up the back of his shirt.
Okay. You pull up the back of his shirt. As you do, you see what appears to be a large scar down the back of this person. It seems like it should not be recent. However, if the blood was on his shirt, it definitely is. It seems to have already scarred over, but
Okay, we'll need to get that looked at too.
Is everything all right?
Just put the cloak on. We'll take care of that. It's nothing right now.
He pulls the cloak on.
Okay, good. All right, friend.
I don't like this. It's not a good color.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Not too clashy. We'll get you. We'll fix you up eventually. I'm a bit of what to do. Well, do you drink? Would you like a drink?
Yes. He says with a question mark.
Then fantastic. I can use this with some of my friends and maybe figure something out.
All right.
Yes, good people. These people, Phantom Lord, tons of good people in it. Let me tell you.
Phantom Lord, your friends?
Yes, I'm a mage of Phantom Lord.
Oh, you had said that. Yes.
Well, yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Those chairs were weird. Just
Should we get them again?
we should not ever go back to that hole ever again.
Okay.
Blue, I have a question.
Yo, what's up, man?
Can I just drop a boulder in front of the hole? Can I just boulder drop right in front of the hole?
You could definitely boulder shot into the hole.
I just want to plug it up.
I mean, you could definitely attack the hole with a boulder.
So, yes.
And potentially either miss or the boulder ricochet or you destroy something
I wouldn't
or
ricochet.
It's a rock hitting another rock.
Well, like law of conservation of matter. Shouldn't bounce like rubber.
Have you thrown a rock at a rock before?
Yes.
Have you thrown a rock at a wall before?
Yes, and I killed the wall while doing it. Don't doubt my knowledge of walls and rocks. I'll have you know I was a stonemason for 40 years.
Anybody want to play a game of walls and rocks later?
I was there at Berlin. I know about walls.
But no, you could definitely do it. Just, rolling good might be a good thing.
I do have 2 inspiration, now, don't I? They gave me 2. Where? I haven't gotten that yet.
I haven't got him over there yet. I'll give him to you.
That's really dangerous to leave open.
You do know that the water is slowly rising.
And I still don't trust things coming out of there. So I want to plug the hole with boulder shot.
Okay. First you use your aspect shift.
If I plug it, then I can't drag people down there to help me. This seems like a team effort. I changed my mind. I want to drag other people there as backup one day.
Okay.
I don't okay me. I'll deal with this later. We always deal with something later. There's just another side quest where I'm supposed to pop up on the fucking billboard. That's all. I'll deal with the magical chairs later. Leave me alone.
You want to head off toward the bar?
Yeah, I need some help. I'm an amnesiac and I don't know what to do. I just want to I just wanted to fit a spearhead, man.
You have an amnesiac? Who is that?
I just can't remember.
Same.
God, I wish I knew.
Same.
Oh boy.
So Quince.
Why do I just keep finding weird people?
So Quince, as you were looking around for things, you had been trying to find some sort of a weapon shop or some sort of another shop other than the one at the bar. You went up toward one of the guards in Osenka. As you did, he seemed to look at you with a bit of a raised eyebrow. He goes, "This is a resort town. We don't really have anything like that. There's a small magic shop near the core of town, but not really anything humongous. Nothing probably for a guild mage like yourself." He seems to tell you that. What do you say to that, my dude? I'll bring out a guard. I'll bring out a little guard token. There you go.
I'll get back in there.
So have you heard about this dragon golem?
mean, there's gotta be something.
Well, if that's all,
Is there,
sir.
is there anything outside of this resort town?
You could potentially make it down to Onibus, which is a couple of hours by carriage away. You could make your way over to Crocus. This place is mainly known for its aversion to places like that. Unfortunately, well, if that's all, sir, he begins to step away from you.
I feel like there's something I'm missing.
As
I know
he's
there's something.
As he steps away, he turns around and starts heading off. As this is happening, Quince, why don't you roll me for your luck, my dude, and we'll go ahead and give you a +2.
+2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Luck
I'm gonna-
+2.
I'm going to use 4.
Smashpiration? No, okay.
I don't think you can use inspiration on a luck roll, can you?
Luck rolls, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just whenever it's like, fucking, yeah, luck rolls, yeah, because it's still a stat. Like, he has a +1.
This isn't like a loot drop. Something is going to happen from this.
Yeah, the only ones I've said you couldn't really do it for so far are the ones that are the loots, I think.
God damn it.
So far, highest is 11. One more roll.
Son of a bitch! She was so close to a 19. $13.
13
so
plus
15.
3.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So 16 then.
13 plus 3. As you look, as he begins to make his way away, he starts making his way down the road. As he's doing so, you for some reason, something about him just kind of like raises a question in your head, and you're not sure what, until Yig seems to look at him and kind of like brings his little bunny teethers and kind of like bites your hand slightly. As he nibbles into your hand slightly, you like look down at him, and he seems to look back up at you and then look back toward the person. As you look at the person, something begins to come into view a little bit clearer for you. You're not sure how it came in clearer. You're not sure what's going on here, but your vision almost seems to improve slightly. As you look at this person, as they're walking away, they have their shield on their back. What you at first thought was the shield and the crest of Crocus, which is the kingdom. You notice appears to almost give away. The red color of the crest seems to disappear. The crest itself seems to turn into a black symbol. It appears to be an upside down crescent moon with these little droplets of water seemingly coming down from it.
Oh, just wait a minute.
I can wait.
It can't be. It can't be. No, I don't believe it. Fucking blood. The blood. The moon arc orb.
Nope, not the moon arc orb.
God, that would have been fucking hilarious. Okay.
Think about
What other guilds? I don't know whether I should call him out. Actually, hang on. I have charisma. I have +5 charisma. I go up. I go up to him. Excuse me, sir.
As you make your way up to the person, he seems to turn around as you say anything. He's like, yes.
I beckon him to come over so that way he's like, we're shouting this. With my hand, like, come here.
Sure. He steps forward. He's about 3 feet in front of you. Is there anything I can help you with, citizen?
You can. I'm gonna do a. Based on this, based on that, I'm going to be like this. You can stop with the citizen. I saw the thing. Your mascara on your shield's running. I don't want any trouble. I don't wish to cause trouble for anyone who might otherwise be doing less than noble acts, but I do need something.
Less than noble acts, sir. What is it you could possibly mean? Is there something you need? As he says this, go ahead and roll me for instinct.
I'm going to use one inspiration.
Mhm.
Come on. Son of a poor.
He looks at you, and you can definitely tell that his voice, whenever he was saying, like, what do you need? He seemed to have been very much talking in a threatening tone. As if you just told him that, and he is like, all right, what do you need, sir?
I'm gonna let that go. I need weapons, spells, scrolls, anything like that. I'm going on something rather perilous, and I don't want to cause trouble for. All right, let's not pretend here. Let's not pretend here. Okay. There's got to be some sort of shady market to buy these things from.
Shady market. Sir, I don't understand what you could mean. However, he seems to again look at you with a very much a different tone than he was using whenever you were originally talking to him. I'm gonna roll something for him really quick, although it isn't going to affect you at all. I'm still gonna roll for it. That's pretty good for him, actually. You see that beneath his hood, beneath his like chainmail and like helmet kind of thing, you see like a set of red eyes. You know that he is seemingly casting a spell, but as he's doing it, you feel a tingle from your guild seal. Basically meaning he just cast some sort of charm or illusion at you. You can either choose to ignore it and not let him know that you're not being affected by it, or you could call him out on it.
Oh, that wasn't very nice. I don't want to be uncivil, and I don't want to make a scene. Impersonating a guard is very, very, very bad. I will give you... I don't want to sound threatening, but I will give you one more chance. Please tell me where a black market is so I can buy some weapons and gear. Do this, and I will not tell a soul, and I will still remain alive.
He looks at you. As he looks at you, I'm going to roll to see if he notices something.
Don't notice shit.
Nope. As he's like,
what was he gonna notice?
What are you, some kind of guild mage?
Oh.
Oh no.
Do you really want me to answer that question?
I guess you don't really have to. All right. Fine. You want to find somewhere with gear, right?
Mm-hmm.
He looks over toward the back streets of Hosenka, and then looks back to you. This place doesn't have any sort of shops that someone like you would be interested in. However, I guess that's just the surface of this town, isn't it? This place is all about getting away from your troubles and getting away from fighting and getting away from things like that. But I'm sure that if you go a little deeper, then you can find anything you want in this town. As he says that, he looks over toward one of the drains off to the side.
I do have a question. I am because I've actually been curious since I first got Jewel. What is the equivalent of Jewel? Like 68,000 Jewel is not $68,000. So
No.
what is the currency? What is the translation? Is it
I've basically said
yen?
I've basically said hack off a zero.
Think of it as about yen ish.
No.
I've always considered hack off a zero. A yen would be hacking off 2 zeros.
Okay, yeah.
So
So you have about 6,000.
Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure before I do anything or go anywhere.
Is that what you wanted to know? Is that all, sir?
Mm-hmm. And fix your shield.
He looks to his shield. He doesn't really seem to notice much of anything. He looks back to you.
Have a good day, sir.
One more
I just
thing,
walk-
citizen.
Hmm?
Watch where you prowl. Get what you want and leave. It's the best advice I can give you.
I give a polite bow.
He begins to walk off.
Alright.
I will say, Quince, as you watch him leave, you still see that symbol on his shield. You remember your friends telling you about a certain symbol they found in Crocus. You remember both Quince and Priscilla mentioning some sort of a moon-like symbol that seemed to have water dripping from it that they found in the underbelly there, seemingly from
Wait.
Landon, my bad. Landon, my bad.
Quince and Priscilla.
My bad, Landon. Seemingly from a dark guild called Dripping Moon.
All right.
The symbol that was on that guy's shield seemed very similar.
Oh,
Good
okay,
old.
So it is
Good
a
old
guild.
crying circle.
So it is a guild.
My
Okay.
favorite guild, crying circle.
Okay. I head towards the drain.
The drain itself that you look at doesn't appear to be too much of an interest. However, he did look at the back streets before he told you about this. Probably meaning that the drain here in the center of the city probably wouldn't work.
Okay. So all right. So I will head there.
Okay, you start heading out to the back streets of the town. As you do, Priscilla.
Yep.
Priscilla, you and Shomaru begin to make your way away from where Shomaru was sniffing at things, which you don't really know that yet. As you are doing so, you see that there are royal knights walking around, protecting the place as usual. You see that there are people walking around doing their thing. As Shomaru, you seem to lead her directly back toward the outside of the bathhouse.
Is this where he is, Shomaru?
Any further, Shomaru, and you'd be leaving the town.
Shomaru's gonna sniff at the door, sniff around. I think my sniffer lost him.
You think you lost him? Then why didn't you stop earlier if you weren't sure?
Because I was following my heifer.
But wouldn't if you couldn't smell Chester anymore, wouldn't you stop to make sure your heifer could still find him? Usually you never lose track of a hiff.
There were times I went the wrong way.
Guess. So then he's not here?
I don't think so.
Then try hiffing him out again.
Shomaru will sniff the air. I'm pretty sure from where he is,
Shomaru,
he couldn't
you can
find
still-
him if he wanted.
Shomaru, you still know where he's at.
I still know the right direction.
You still know the right direction.
Because the map I have only gives a very vague pinpoint. It doesn't tell me this is where he is in the city. It just says he's here. So I can't use my map.
Mm-hmm.
But no, technically, sniffing around right here, I know the direction he was
Oh,
in.
you
but
yeah,
did
you
he-
don't sniff him right now. No.
Mm. I don't smell him around here. I don't know.
I need to find Chester.
Hmm.
And
Well, he said he was going to get some supplies, right?
He said he was going to do something similar, yes.
he said he was gonna go get materials and stuff, not go to a hot spring.
Now that you point that out, the Shomari looks back. Well, we could take a bath.
I mean, we could. We are a
Maybe
little...
that's why you lost his scent. It was a bath. He took a bath. I'm kidding.
Well,
I don't think she even needs the role to understand. Shomaru still does not want to be near him again yet.
Well, would she be able to get a feeling that he's hiding something from her?
I mean, you still know that he doesn't want to go. Him saying that maybe you guys can take a bath is probably still that. However, him lying, like you don't have any real reason to believe he didn't lie, that he lied.
Shomaru, I know you don't want to find Chester, but we still have to apologize, and he wants to apologize to you too.
Oh, I gotta apologize. He's the one who threw me.
Okay, well then let him apologize to you. If you never give him the chance to say sorry, how can you two make up and be friends?
He just does like huff.
What do you mean, huff? Do you just not like Chester then?
No, I don't want to get thrown again. I don't like it.
Why do you think he's gonna throw you again?
He didn't warn me last time.
'Cause he thought you were being controlled, Shomaru. He said that. Or did you just not want to listen to him? If Shinako was able to forgive him, why can't you?
She just holds him up, and she's looking in his eyes.
It makes my head all confused. It's like, when I ate her book, that was a bad thing, and I had to be sorry for that. But she was trying to hurt people. So, is it okay? I don't know. It hurts my head to think about it. And then she asked me to, like, get the book back, and I was like, yeah, Priscilla did say I owe her for breaking the book, so I let her stay around. And then I got in trouble for that.
You guys are taking up the street. You guys see someone in the doorway of the hot spring seemingly coming out. It's the girl you guys saw last time you were here.
Oh, it's Miss Erica.
As she just kind of like looks toward the two of you, she's just like, yeah, you're in the way.
Are you here for a bath too?
I just got back from one.
Oh, have you seen a Catman?
Catman?
He has ears like this,
And she puts her hands on her head like a cat.
and he looks kind of grumpy all the time, but he's still pretty, and he's blonde, and he has a cattail, and he wears a cloak, and...
So you probably can't see the cattail or the ears?
Well, if he's wearing his hood, he can't see it, but because his ears are so cat-like, they kind of poke a little bit, so he kind of looks like he has something on his head, and his tail, you could probably see the little nub of it. The end of it from the cloak. And his name is Chester, and I'm looking for him. And Shomaru doesn't want to find him.
As she's still holding him up.
Just like shove Shomaru in her face, like, and he doesn't want to find him.
Oh, no, I'm getting shoved in her face. Hi!
But they need to kiss, but they need to make up and be friends.
Alright.
Have you seen him?
She's gonna look at you, she's gonna look at Shomaru. Your cat boy, no, I haven't seen anyone like that.
Oh.
She was doing something, I remember.
What about that person you were chasing after?
I know she was chasing after Jet, but I'm gonna pretend I don't know shit.
The criminal? No, I haven't been able to find anybody yet.
Oh,
Most
darn.
of the trails seem to have gone cold after the entirety of The town hit that cold snap.
Gone cold.
Gone cold.
They just both start laughing.
Gone cold.
She just kind of like has her eyebrow twitch like.
You're both fucking monkeys.
It's just funny because you said that they make things cold, and then you said the trail went.
Yeah, I understand.
It's very funny. That's very clever.
She just kind of like gives a bit of a sigh. She's like, no, I haven't been able to see anything like that. However, if you're tracking somebody down, I can definitely do it for you.
Yeah? Oh, well, I have his locket, which I also need to give back to him, since I didn't die.
No, I meant, well, from what you're saying, this guy's either some sort of magical fetishist or he's a beastman, right?
He's a beastman. What's a fetishist?
All right. Anyway, he's either
I'm
some
not responsible for teaching you new things. That's Charlie's job.
he's
That's
either some
fucking-
kind of fetishist or he's a beastman. If you think he's a beastman, then I can probably find him.
Yeah? Can you help us, miss? I can pay you. I have money.
There's not many people like that in this city. How much you want to pay me?
I don't know. How much do you think would be good enough to find him? I know he's here, and that's it.
All right, first thing is, you don't let me decide, because if you let me decide, I'm going to take you for broke.
Okay.
Just points, brings out little
How
baggie.
how much do you want to find him? And I'll decide if I'm going to say yes or not.
10,000?
Yeah, sure.
Find him.
She just tries to, yeah, sure. I'll take that.
I can find him.
Really,
She looks to you. She's like, apparently you can't.
That's the thing. It's like when he says, "I can find him."
Oh, what's that, Shomaru? Now you can smell him?
I can't smell him here. I'll just go retrace my steps. And then follow my heifer from where I smelled.
She doesn't know money. 10,000.
Shower's like, wait, you're paying her to do what I do, you bitch.
That's right. She couldn't get. That's right. She couldn't get it from you, so now she's paying for it.
How could you?
Are you sure, Shomaru? It's just 10,000. I don't know how much that is, but I have 6 of it. I don't know how much. Because I don't know how much 10,000 is, but I have 6 of it.
I can do it. I know I
Okay.
can do it.
Okay.
Are you sure you can do it?
Yes.
It really seemed to work out the first time, did it? She looks over to Priscilla. If you want, I can make this easy.
Yeah? How?
I can tell you exactly where he is.
Really? How?
She holds her hand out.
$10,000.
What do you want to do? Do you want to give her money or do you want to listen to Shomaru?
Well, Shomaru's not helping himself right now after lying fucking twice.
I can do it.
You're being a little fucking liar.
Damn straight I am. Now I can do it.
Well, I want to believe you, Shomaru, but what if you lead me on again?
Well, I can do it.
But she said she can do it too, and I haven't given her a try.
Well, she's gonna make you give her stuff. You don't need to give me stuff. I got a good heifer. Puffs up his chest.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, then go do it. Tell me where he is.
Put me down.
Okay.
Sniffs ground. Immediately starts walking in the right direction now.
Shomaru, before you start sniffing, I'd like you to roll me for your awareness, please.
Oh no.
She's fucking your heifer.
Also, I would like you to roll me for your awareness, Priscilla.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait for us to get robbed.
That's pretty good.
Awareness. Okay, I'm gonna put 1 inspiration in this.
On that 20. I'd like. Three.
That's a 3. And that's a 16
Two
plus 4
unnat-
awareness is unnatural 20.
2 unnat 20s. She's gonna have to get a pretty good roll for this.
I can do it.
She has, this is her main stat, so her main stat, like your guys' main stats, are 6s.
Mm-hmm.
So she is gonna have to get over a 14.
That's actually not hard.
I mean, it's decently unlikely. I'll put 1 inspiration in it.
Why did you encourage this?
She wants that 10,000, man. Easiest fucking 10,000.
Oh, I'm glad I did it.
Aw.
One more.
Alrighty, one more. She wants that 10,000, dude. She's gonna get that 10,000, man.
Oh!
There it is.
Let me get rid of a inspiration. Boop. As you guys are turning to Shomaru, you set Shomaru down. Shomaru, you start sniffing the area. Shomaru, as you start sniffing the area, all you seem to smell is the bathhouse. Really strong for some reason. Like a lot stronger than you think you should smell it.
Here's the question. Does Shomu remember which direction the original smell was from?
Oh, he definitely does.
Oh yeah. So Shomer's gonna just start walking that way. I mean, he was bluffing when he started sniffing the ground anyway.
Oh, 100%. I'm just saying that she's doing something.
Yeah, he starts sniffing. Oh, that's weird. The hot spring smells really strong.
What was my unnat 24?
No, you were both looking for it.
Okay.
I was giving you both a chance to notice something.
Okay.
As you begin to go off, there is as you guys begin to go off, the audience stays for a second, looks to Erica as Erica goes, "Tch," and then begins to walk after.
Fucking want this money, man. Easiest 10,000 I've ever fucking made. I just need a dog to lose its smell.
As Shomaru, you begin to make your way away from it. You no longer smell the hot spring as strongly as you did. However, for some reason your hipper, it seems to be taking in a lot more smell of the area than usual. For some reason, it seems to like be almost distracting how much you can smell. It's almost like you're sniffing and regular smells seem to have dust or something along with it. It seems to like be very itchy.
Ugh.
You're not sure what's all with it.
Something wrong?
No, I'm fine. It's just there's something weird with the smells.
Really?
Having a hard time? Want me to take over?
No, I'm fine. I know where I'm going.
Well then, keep going.
You make your way back to the area you first sniffed Chester. Passing by this guy. As you guys are going in that direction, Shomaru, give me an instinct. See if you can pick up Chester right now. And after you give me your instinct, give me a survival.
Instinct, so 16 plus 17, 23. 23, and then the survival roll.
Shomaru, you begin sniffing out Chester. As you do, you immediately get the scent again. However, as soon as you get the scent, as soon as you get this new scent, because you can smell everything that you remember about Chester. You remember all these things, and as soon as you do, it almost hurts to smell it. As soon as you sniff it, take 10 damage.
Oh.
Are you okay, Shomaru?
Smelling hurts. Smelling never hurt before.
That's weird. Maybe you accidentally smelled some pepper on the floor?
Is your nose okay, doggy?
No, I mean like really hurts.
That doesn't make sense. Dogs are good for their heifer.
You want to take a rest?
No. I know which way I'm going.
Are you sure? If it hurts, I don't want you to hurt your hip.
I can smell them, it just is weird. Like I smell them and it hurts. It's like It's like sniffing sharp stuff.
Maybe you need to blow your nose.
Shomer will like present his note if you want to give him something to blow it on.
Uh,
Have anything for him to blow his
hair
nose on?
ribbon to the rescue.
You gonna bring your hair ribbon down to blow his nose on?
The one at the end of her ponytail that she gave to Quince once.
Here you go. I'll
Shomaru,
watch it later.
Shomaru, roll me a survival.
Blow your nose.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I rolled 19.
Shomaru, as you blow your nose, the two of you are able to have Shomaru blow his nose. As Priscilla, as you look at the ribbon afterwards, you can see little speckles of what seems like blood as he blew his nose. However, as he seems to do that, Shomaru, you feel a lot better after you do that.
Ugh.
Shomaru, something cut your heifer, and that's why it hurt.
That's weird though. What cut it?
I don't know. Maybe someone broke a glass and teeny weeny bits got in your heifer.
Oh.
Or
Maybe.
pepper.
I don't think pepper will cut my nose.
Maybe it was really big pieces of pepper, but big enough to get in your nose.
Maybe.
Can you hiff better now?
Hiff hiff.
You definitely know where to go.
This way.
Alright, let's keep going. Are you coming too, Miss Erica?
Yeah, I'm sure that he'll give up eventually.
Okay.
Never.
Okay.
You guys make your way across the bridge, heading over to the other side of this place. As you guys are starting to make your way through, Shomaru, it's pretty easy for you to follow the trail at this point. You know Chester. You know how to get to places. As you are making your way there, however, let's go with one more awareness roll from both of you.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and roll hers first. That way, because last time I rolled hers last.
We're so fucking aware.
Oh shit. All right.
I'll put an inspiration.
Wait, what did you
You never know, man. I can nat one.
Give me a good old awareness
19.
roll. Give me a good old awareness
19.
roll, Shomaru.
19 plus 4 is 23, and then inspiration roll. See if I get a nat 20. No. So 19 is my highest roll.
Priscilla, as you begin to make your way walking with Shomaru, seemingly walking forward, you notice out of the corner of your eye, like, some speckles of some kind of red dust seemingly come up from the ground. As this red dust comes up from the ground, you recognize it. It seems to be what you saw inside of the napkin whenever you had Shomaru blow his nose. You want to stop? You want to tell him to stop sniffing?
Immediately scoops him up.
Ah.
Wait a minute, Shomaru. You see that red stuff on the floor?
Shomaru, now that you have been lifted up, you can see it.
Oh, now you mention it, yeah, I see that.
That's the stuff that hurt your heifer.
How did it get all the way over here?
I don't know.
Wow, this place is filthy.
It's so weird. You'd think they try to clean up a busy place like this. Be careful while you're hiffing, Shomaru. Or maybe do you want me to hold you up? Does it make it harder to stiff him if I hold you?
Does it?
Not really.
Okay.
Okay.
As you start holding him, there's just like a. I'm kidding.
I love how this bitch is making us unknowingly bond.
As you were able to see that, she looks onto the ground. She goes, "We should watch out. This place gets really filthy around night. Maybe somebody spilled something on the streets."
Yeah, I wonder what it is though.
Can I, like, touch it or pick it up?
Yeah, as you go to touch it, you just notice that it's very grainy, almost like sand.
Huh.
But for a second, though, like, again, you're holding it. It feels like sand. Like, it shouldn't be floating at all. Like, it seemed to rise up from the ground for a bit.
Can she kind of, like, rub it with her finger? Like, kind of, like, rub it between her fingers to see if it does anything to her skin, or?
No, it doesn't seem to do anything. Again, it just looks like it might be like a grain of sand.
Maybe
There isn't a lot of it. You just were able to catch like a pretty nice puff of it. Like, it seems like it's a mix of like this red grainy stuff and like almost like a cloud of almost flour rising up. Like there's only a bit of the grainy stuff and like a little bit of like other stuff in it.
It seems like a mix of something. It's like a sand. Maybe someone was making an aquarium or sand bottles.
Not doing all the way out here.
I don't know. Maybe they were dragging it around and the bag had a hole.
Huh. It's really
That's
all
what I
right, very
think.
bad.
As you guys keep moving, you guys notice that the street still seems to have that stuff rising up from it. Eventually, you see that it kind of rises up a little bit more, like it might, like it seems like it rises up around your knees by this point, a little bit, Priscilla. However, it doesn't seem to get any higher than that. As you guys are going, however, Shomaru, you're smelling a very strong smell of Chester. As you're smelling the strong smell of Chester, you make your way over toward this kind of like park-like area. Upon heading there, you look forward, Shomaru, as you see what appears to be a bench in the park. The bench in the park seems to have a very strong smell of Chester at it. As you make your way there, the smoke-like stuff seems to rise up a little bit more, and as you go around toward the bench, you notice that all it seems to be is Chester's cloak on the bench. As you see Chester's cloak on the bench, you hear coming from the lady behind you. As soon as you hear the smoke-like stuff from the ground seems to disappear. As doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo. You guys look back as you see that there is somebody with their arm around Erica and a blade to her throat. You see behind her what appears to be cat ears sticking up from behind her.
Oh god.
Oh, Chester.
Wait a second.
As he has done this, and she's just kind of like, her throat is basically completely exposed, and he is like basically he has like one hand on the top of her hat, like pulling it back, and one arm around her with the knife to her, like basically like forcing her neck forward. As he does this, he goes, "Priscilla, back up. Shomaru, you okay?"
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, like, my nose hurts a little, but I'm okay.
What's going on?
See? I said I could find him. Chester, why do you have a knife to her?
He looks at you, he looks back to her.
I don't understand. What's going on?
The necklace.
Huh?
It can tell me whenever you're getting hurt.
Me? But I'm not hurt anywhere.
Shomaru is.
Well, yeah, he bruised in some weird sand, but are you saying Miss Erica had to do with it?
He looks to her. She just goes, "It's nothing. He's not hurt." Shomaru,
Yes?
how do you feel?
I mean, my nose kind of hurts a little. There was, like, some red stuff in it.
Yeah, but we blew your nose, and now you said it felt
What
a
do you
little
do?
better.
What did you do? It's nothing. He's fine. Sounds to me like he's hurt.
What did you do, Miss Erica?
It tires him out. It doesn't hurt him.
But it hurt his hipper.
Shomaru, ever since you blew your nose, you didn't really seem to hurt anymore. By the way, get that 10 HP back.
Okay.
It tires him out. It stops him from going at it quite as well. Makes everything seem a lot worse than it is. He looks over to you, Priscilla. Who is this girl? Why was she following you?
Well, me and Shomaru were trying to find you, but then Shomaru didn't want to find you, and then we found her, and she said that she could find you, I offered her 10,000, but then Shomaru said he could find you, so he went to find you, and then she
As
said
soon
she
as
was
you
gonna
say, as soon as you say, offered her 10,000, she looks away, and he looks at her, and he's just like, oh my god.
You offered $10,000 to fucking find me.
So, where do you find people like this? I swear.
You are just asking to be robbed, child.
Why must I babysit?
She doesn't know better.
He puts his knife away and then pushes her away from him, just like kind of down the street a little bit. She seems to stagger, but she doesn't fall. Get out of here. Well, excuse me. Looks like you were able to find him. She looks back at Shomaru. Whatever. Here. She seems to reach into her pockets, put down what appears to be like a small vial on the ground, and begin to walk away. As she walks away, she just kind of stares at him as she goes. What do you want to say? Anything?
I know what to say.
You said so I wanted to say if you want to say anything.
Thanks for walking with us.
She puts her hand up and just waves.
Sorry about all the trouble.
I'm sorry, my hiffer's too good.
Sorry for the trouble. That's all she can say.
As she leaves, all she did was leave that vial behind after saying Shomaru whatever here. And then she fucking walked off.
Go pick up the vial. Just really pick it up.
You see what appears to be a vial of some sort of a grainy material. Again, almost like sand. This time, however, it seems to be green.
Oh, maybe it's like a healing sand? Ooh, maybe if I give some to Scorpio, maybe he can use it because he does sand magic.
That sounds really smart.
But let's rub a little bit on your heifer and see if maybe it makes it feel better.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a good idea.
And I take a teeny weeny bit out of the vial and I'm gonna
As
have
soon as you uncork the vial, Shomaru, that smells like the best fucking shit in the world.
Oh, it's fucking crack. It's fucking cocaine.
Shomaru now has an addiction.
Yeah,
Fucking dog crack.
It's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take a little bit of it and just rub it on Shomaru's nose.
Shomaru,
You're fucking tweaked out, man.
that as soon as that stuff touches your nose, you put your tongue out and kind of like lick up at it. As you do, you taste some of the nicest, greatest, sweetest, nicest things ever. It tastes like candy. Very nice candy.
This sounds amazing. We gotta get more of this from her.
His pupils go 3 times larger and Ocean Man starts playing.
Well, if it's sand and Scorpio could do something, maybe he can make more.
Shomaru, it dissolved in your mouth.
Oh no, it dissolved.
I'm gonna hold on to the rest for when I see Scorpio.
Sand doesn't dissolve.
Not sand.
Look.
Are you saying it's not sand?
Are you saying Priscilla doesn't know science? She knows science.
She does?
Yes.
You're assuming a lot.
No, I'm just
knows that
saying
that
you
word's
can
real.
think of it as much as you want. I'm just gonna tell you, Scorpio's gonna tell you the same fucking thing probably.
Can I assume? Can I at least judge from the feel that it wasn't sand?
I mean, you can judge by she looked at Shomaru and said, "Here, put something down," and walked away, probably meaning it was for Shomaru.
Okay, here you go. Here, just fucking. You want me to make some lines?
Damn straight.
fucking lines of coke on the fucking concrete. Here, roll your.
Shomaru, as you tasted a bit of that stuff, you felt as if something was building up inside of you. As Priscilla puts the rest down and you kind of just like lick it up, you feel something build up inside of you again and almost seem to store itself. Shomaru. And by Shomaru I mean Jake. I'll give you a thing for this later, but you will have a buff until you use it.
Oh man.
It's technically a debuff, but you think it's a buff. It's called addiction.
No,
You're
it's not
coked out,
addiction.
dude.
Basically, you have a way to clear yourself of any debuff. You basically have cleanse for one use.
Oh, nice.
So I'm guessing we used up the whole vial then?
Yes, one vial is how much it would have been. If you guys just gave him like a tiny bit, it would have been like, oh, nothing.
Okay, well then I'll keep the empty vial.
You got a bottle.
I will give it to you potentially next game. However, you have one use of cleanse, which will cleanse you of any sort of debuff or any sort of impairing effect on you.
I put it in my notebook for now.
He's gonna look at
Man,
this.
that stuff was amazing.
Yeah, you just keep rolling around in it.
Can we ask her for more? Can we pay her for more? Can we pay her? She give us more?
Chester walks over, picks up his cloak, and kind of just like pats it down. As he does, he takes off the scarf that he was wearing because he had your scarf on. That's why Shomaru couldn't smell him sneak up behind you guys.
Oh.
Because everything about him would disappear, except for his sound, which he would definitely not let any out.
but he took off the cloak so Shomaru can still sniff him.
Mm-hmm. As he did this, he seems to look over to you. He looks back to the two of you. He goes, "I see you didn't need it." Points off toward the locket.
Maybe I almost died.
We got attacked by this squid zombie thing. It was horrifying.
She had magic that could kill a god.
I noticed that as soon as I left the tower, I wasn't able to sense you with that thing anymore. It felt really, well, I guess anticlimactic. I thought potentially if I was able to sense you with that thing, I could come back to help you, but seems like you were fine at least. You didn't open it, looks like.
What happens when you open it? All you said is that I can't open it.
If you open it, then it won't work anymore.
Oh.
Basically, whenever you hold that, I can see, well, kind of get a sense of whatever's hurting you. And I guess because Shomaru is connected to you, it works for him too.
Oh, that's useful.
I can't get everything from it. It's just a sense of potentially what's hurting you. Whenever I just sensed it a minute ago, I just saw that girl's face.
Oh. I mean, I didn't know she was hurting Shomaru. I guess she really wanted 10,000.
10,000 jewel is a lot of jewel.
Offered her a lot of money to find.
If you would have given her that, that would have been probably the equivalent of a quest at a guild, like a small one, but still.
But I have 6 of it.
Okay. Don't do that.
What? What'd he say?
He said, okay. Still, don't do that.
Okay, well then, if I wanted somebody to find somebody for me, how much should I give them?
If you were to give that to anybody, I'd say, I don't know, 1,000 maybe. If they take it, I'd probably, if it was up to me, if it wasn't you, I'd still probably ask for around 2,000, but 10,000 is a lot. If you were looking for me specifically, I'm in the same town. It would have been very easy to find me. That wouldn't have been worth any amount of jewel, to be honest.
Yeah, but Shomaru
Besides,
didn't
you
wanna
have
find
Shomaru. Shomaru can find anything.
He didn't want to find you.
Homer looks away at that. I'm like, yeah, I didn't want to find you. I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Yeah, that's why she did.
Well, then that's Shomaru's problem.
Well, yeah, but you said you'd apologize to Shomaru for what you did. So that you two can be friends again.
Yeah, and then I saved him, so I guess we're even. He crosses his arms and looks away.
Do you two just not want to be friends?
I just don't want to get thrown in the wall without knowing what's gonna happen.
Well, you're not gonna do that again unless you get really, really bad, right?
If I wanted to hurt you by throwing into the wall, it would have hurt more. Ask that friend of yours. I treated her a lot worse than I treated you.
That's not nice.
I thought she was controlling you.
What like? Wait, how? Cause we got the tattoo things, and they stop all like brain charming magic, don't they?
I don't trust those as far as I can.
Yeah, okay, you have a good point there.
Whatever. I'm not sorry.
Ears go down.
I'm not sorry for what I did, but I'm sorry that you're hurt by it, I guess. I'm sorry you feel bad about what I did. And I guess at that point I'm sorry for doing it, but I'm not. I did it and that's it, all right?
So what you're saying is you're sorry you hurt me, and you're sorry, and you're sorry.
No,
But you're not sorry why you did it.
I think what Chester's trying to say is that he's sorry that he had to hurt you in the process of confronting her, but he'd probably do it again if the case came up.
I would definitely do it again.
Oh, but Shinako's nice. She helped me.
Well, now he knows that, but what if someone else tries to do what she did, and what if someone actually tries to control you, and the only way to do it is to throw you at a wall?
She spins around holding Shomaru.
If I'm actually controlled, then I guess it's okay.
There you go. That's what I mean. That's what he means by he'd do it again if it meant making sure you were safe.
Oh, okay. That's not so bad, Chester.
See? That's what I'm trying to tell you, Shomaru. The only reason he did it is because he thought someone was hurting you.
Step. Wrong. Chester, I got him. I got it.
Got something?
He seems to come back and he has what appears to be a stick in his hand. I got it, Chester. I got it. Huh? They're okay? Chester puts his hood up.
Hi, Charlie. Is everything okay?
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, we're okay.
He said you guys were in trouble, so he told me to go get a stick. But it couldn't be any stick. It had to be a stick over by the tower.
Well, yeah, I almost died, but then I got better. And then,
You almost died?
And then we almost fought a dragon, but we didn't.
Well, that must have been... Chester, how'd you save him from that? I mean, I even had the stick. You said that the stick would help.
Also, Chester, what's a fetishist?
So where's everybody else? He just like looks to Charlie, looks to Priscilla, looks to Shomaru, talks to Shomaru. So where's everybody else?
Oh, they went shopping. Landon's at the bar.
Yeah, Landon said that we could all go to the bar, and I've never been.
All right, let's go.
I want to try this getting drunk thing.
Yeah, I want to do that too.
Yeah, you guys should have heard him. We were here in the Charlie's just walking away. We were here in the park here. We were talking about how I beat him, and like whenever he said you guys were hurt. He said something happened to you guys, and I'm like, what? And he said he looked at me really funny, and then he told me to go get a stick from the tower so I could help. So I did, and then I came back, and now you guys are fine.
Really funny? What do you mean by really funny?
I don't know. He's probably just worried.
Oh, okay.
Inside, we flash back to Charlie and Chester whenever he felt the thing happen from the locket. Inside, Chester says, "Damn it, he's gonna get in the way."
The funny look is, how can I get him the fuck away without telling him the fuck away?
But it's fine. I got this stick though, and I think the stick could help.
What's it
do?
do?
Put the stick in my mouth.
Here you go.
No, it's on stick.
Does it help?
It makes me feel better.
So Chester,
That must have been what he wanted me to do.
So Chester, what was the stick supposed to do?
How far until the bar?
Chester, are you bad?
Are you hissing?
You hissing, Chester? Is that what's going on over there? No. But as you guys make your way to the bar, let's go to the final group as these two groups are going to be going there, and one group's going to be doing his own thing. We'll see what happens with fucking Quince in a minute.
I wanted to ask him one more thing.
What's that?
I wanted to ask him, do you know about the black rooms?
So, Landon.
Hi.
You made your way to the bar with your boys, with your bar boys. As you go to the bar, let me get a good bar. Let me get a bar over here. Where's the bar at? Hosenka. There we go. Search. Let's get that bar, man. Ba-doop. Ba-doop. You make your way into the bar. As you make your way into the bar, Landon, everything seems to be going hunky-dory, nice and smooth. As you step in, there's no people having any lover spat in here. You do see that one person from before. The lady and man who were sitting here then had that kind of spat and gave Rex that belt. You notice the guy is by himself off at the very end of the bar, just like not having a lover spat anymore. Because he got fucking, they fucking ended it. That's fine.
Probably better for the both of them, to be honest.
Exactly. As you see your nice nodding chef behind the counter, as he looks to you guys as you sit down, he seems to motion over to you with a welcome, and then nod his head.
Another long day, well done.
Nod. He motions to a set of different notes behind him. As you see, one of the notes says, "Long time no see. How have you been?"
Why'd you have a note for this shit?
I'm doing very well. I've had a few more extra wins under my belt, and I've got some decent pay.
His mustache twitches with anticipation at hearing that you have some decent pay.
Of course it is. Be honest with me, Sakura. What do you think would be a good drink for this day?
He looks at you and he looks to your three friends, as he seems to like bring his hand up to his mustache and kind of pet it inquisitively, until finally he stops and looks up to the ceiling before looking back down. As he asks, "How much do you want?" And by asking, of course, he points to a note behind him that says, "How much do you want?"
For everyone. All four of us.
He motions over to the nice menu that he has always prepared behind him. However, every time you look at the menu, you can only really see, weirdly enough, the thing that he seems to be pointing out at the time, which is very strange. But as he points out the menu, you see the drinks that he had already pointed out to you before. However, at the very bottom, well, I guess near the middle, but the bottom of the ones you can actually really care about, you see what appears to be something called, well, a barrel. And not a barrel, it seems to say the barrel.
Barrel.
The barrel, the and the barrel, all three of the letters are capitalized. And barrel is not capitalized. So it is the barrel.
The barrel, huh? What the hell could that be? That sounds like fun.
As he looks to you, he looks over toward the menu once more and motions over to it. As you see that the barrel is quite expensive. The barrel is quite expensive indeed. As you see that the barrel is around 8,000 jewel.
Holy fuck.
However, as soon as you do see that, both Dimitri and Flint seem to put some money forward as they're like, we have money. They seem to each put down 1,500 themselves. So between them, they have 3,000.
Hey, I'll put in the 5. Call it chipping in for chipping in.
As you put in the 5, his mustache seems to very much go alert. I mean, you can't really tell it's alert, but you can kind of, it looks like it's alert. You know what I mean? You get it. All right. So
Do I really though?
as he seems to roll his shoulders, and with that one roll of the shoulders, you notice that the light seemed to dim. As the light dims, he stands back. As he stands back, he motions to the line of stools in front of him that all of you are sitting on. As all of the stools and the bar seem to slide backwards while you're sitting on them, almost as if it's making room. You look up to the ceiling. As the ceiling seems to shake, you notice wooden beams from the ceiling that makes it up seem to separate, almost mechanically, as they slide to the left and to the right. As this happens, you see a very wide, around 6 foot wide square hole appear in the ceiling itself, right over top of where the bar used to be. Lowering down from the ceiling, a large, magical barrel begins to descend.
Every time you say barrel, I think of when Gangplank says barrel.
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 Barrel. The barrel. As the barrel begins to descend, you guys see that the barrel itself appears to have some jewel, like money jewel, not actual jewels, but money jewel embedded in the barrel. The barrel, as it comes down, seems to be made of very high quality wood. As the barrel descends, a nice smell comes from the air, from the air around it. As it descends, you notice nothing is descending it. It is just falling extremely lightly, probably meaning that the liquid and the bubbles in the barrel are keeping it aloft in the air. The barrel itself comes down, lands in front of him, and as it lands, he looks to you. The light that was dimming seems to focus only on the barrel. As he looks back to you and lifts a single eyebrow as if to say, "Are you ready for the barrel?"
Dude, if you ever say barrel again, if you have to say it in the middle of your sentence and your sound's turned on, I want you to click on that link that I just put into the chat. I gave you a barrel button.
Let me see if I can open it on my phone.
Dude, do it.
Do.
It should. You should be able to tap and it'll be the button.
All right. So I have a question for you then, Landon.
All right.
So, are you ready as he... I'm turning this up. Are you ready as he looks to you and raises an eyebrow as if to say, "Are you ready for the... barrel?" Are you ready for the... barrel? Are you ready for the... barrel? Barrel, 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 barrel.
Okay. Yes. Nothing can stop me. Not even the barrel.
As the lights focus down on the barrel, he steps over top of it. He brings his elbow up, and he pats it down, pulling his robe away from his skin. As he brings his elbow down on the top of the barrel, and he destroys the covering of the barrel, leaving behind, from what you can tell inside, is a purple-like liquid that is completely filling it. As he has elbow dropped the barrel and broken it open, he moves his hand, his free hand that did not hit the barrel, because he'd already sacrificed that hand. That hand has been barreled.
That hand has been barreled.
He moves over toward the shelf seemingly straining as 4 glasses rise out from it and make their way across to him. As he puts them down in front of each of you, he seems to then hold his hand aloft over the barrel as more liquid rises up. He seems to wince, and then he pushes forward as the small amount of liquid that he got into his hand, or like lifted up from his hand, not into his hand, that'd be unsanitary, after he just elbow dropped the barrel. As that little bit of liquid seems to separate into 4s and go into each of your drink. As 2 ice cubes seem to appear in the drink itself, filling the barrel. There's only enough liquid in there for about 1 large drink. Everything else is taken up by ice. As he looks to you, and he looks to the others, he brings his hand back over to his elbow, and he just rubs it gingerly. You look down at the barrel, and you see that the wood that he had elbow dropped onto seems to have been soaked into the barrel, or has the barrel disintegrated it? Who's to say? He looks to you.
Wow.
As soon as he looks to you, and as soon as everybody gets their drinks, the lights turn back to normal.
I'm just gonna give him a slow clap, like.
You hear a mechanical from overhead as you see the opening in the ceiling begin to just close.
And the barrel was never seen again.
No, the barrel's still there. Okay. The barrel, by the way, whenever it hit onto the ground, is around like a like 5 foot. It's around like a 5 foot tall barrel.
Okay.
He motions back to a sign behind him that says, "You can drink as much of the barrel as you dare."
On as much of the barrel as you dare.
He looks to you. How much do you want to drink? Do you want to drink the barrel? Do you want to drink the drink you have right now? What do you want to do?
Well, I've got a drink in front of me already, so I'm gonna raise the drink up. And I'll be like, to a hard day's work.
Flint
and to many more.
Flint and Dimitri raise theirs up as well. Shahara just kind of like raises hers up gingerly.
I'm gonna drink it.
You wake up at the Phantom Lord Guild. I'm kidding. As you drink from the barrel, as you drink your first drink, again, there's only enough liquid in there for like 1 mouthful. As you drink this, roll me survival.
Let's see here. My survival is 4. Put 1 inspiration into that.
Okay.
I ain't a bitch. 14 plus 4 is 18.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
We'll go with the 18.
Okay. You take the drink in your hand. You slosh the liquid from the inside of the drink through your mouth because it tastes really good. And as soon as you swallow, it just seems to go down very, very heavily, but very satisfyingly. As it goes down in that way, give me 1 second. I need to check something on our boys here. No reason.
God.
No reason. No,
Dimitri of the all-seeing eye is about to become the Dimitri of the all-conquering eye.
So Dimitri has 0 in survival.
Hey, I didn't tell him he has to hard drink.
As soon as you all drink it, you all let it slosh in your mouth for a bit. Each of you are very happy with it. You're all like, oh, yeah, this is great. Dimitri falls.
No. No.
Dimitri has fallen.
Dimitri.
1 friend down.
The poor dude just goes.
He didn't even have enough survival that I let him try to roll.
God damn it.
And as far as Flint has a maxed out survival, so the first drink I'm just gonna let him have. And Scheherazade thinks it's not very nice and quaint. Shahara's like, yeah, that's really good.
I thought it was pretty good too. I'm gonna ask if anywhere in his magic bar, if he has like a fucking futon that he can pull out magically. I can just leave him on there for a bit. He's had a long day.
He motions over to the side of